Hey man, what it is, what it ain't. It's the voice of the O you already know. We back for another episode 39 of the From the Jump podcast. I'm your host DJ with a few of my co-hosts and bro hosts. My boy Billy Earl out today, but you know, the designated sub, the man behind the camera when
just like him a little bit taller.
Yeah.
Just a tad bit thinner.
Yes, sir.
More
Ain't got no kids, ain't got no wife.
Got more hair.
Got more hair everywhere.
Yeah, sir. He said everywhere.
That nigga. Oh no,
Hey,
his
shout
beard.
out to him though. He just went on to watch the OU for the last 3 days in Texas. You know,
Biggest OU fan in the world. Them niggas suck.
Won some tickets on Twitter on
Oh.
some little thing he got and took his family out there and watched the 3 games. You know, he was all in.
A tournament?
It was just like in baseball. Sometimes they play back to backs and stuff like that. It's
Them
weird.
niggas suck.
And the man to my left.
Big Tone in the building.
Yes, sir. The man that needs no introductions decided to pull up on us as usual, man. So, we don't have really much to cover today. Obviously, we got out of off the Super Bowl, and it was right into the NBA All-Star Weekend. Yeah, like I said, nothing too crazy. Steph went crazy. Had, what was it, 15 three-pointers? Broke the record for most threes in a game.
Niggas nice.
Man, he the best shooter ever and forever.
That's true.
Forever. I don't know anybody ever shoot better than him.
I'll start off by saying when they was honoring the 75 grace, when Kareem got on the screen, I yelled, boo! This nigga suck.
No,
Bum ass
that's
nigga.
not true.
Bum ass nigga.
You hear what Shaq said? You think Shaq's a bum?
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just
what-
asking,
You hear what LeBron say?
do you
He said get it good. So
Do you
what's that
think
supposed
Shaq's
to
a
mean?
bum?
Do you know?
I'm just asking.
Okay, no.
Okay, there you
Do you think LeBron a bum?
go. Right, occasionally.
This nigga.
But
Well,
no.
he said get it good. Now he delusional. Now LeBron not a bum.
Nah, you know, if that's his what he like, that's what he like.
It was nice to see LeBron, the greatest
Dang.
basketball player of all time, talk to Michael Jordan and give him his presence and give him some love because Michael Jordan probably needed it
Why?
Wow.
because he's a bum too.
What?
He's a billionaire.
Who's a bum?
Then they got a gambling. He's a gambling addict for
That,
one.
you can be a gambling
Retired.
addict when you got that much money. You can gamble all you want. It's never gonna stop coming. I'm gonna be buying his shoes forever and ever.
I'm not gonna talk about the theory about him and his daddy because that's too deep. But
That
we're
is-
not
that
gonna
is
go there.
deep. That
I'll
is
say
deep.
that for my own shit. But my point being is, yeah, I'm glad that LeBron was able to show him some love. You know what I'm saying?
Just a side little note, because, you know, go, if you ain't checked out, go ahead and check out the Alexander Taylor Show on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify,
Yes, of course.
every streaming platform. And go ahead and check out Tony Talks
Yes, sir.
on all the same platforms. You know, Alex is the engineer, the producer, all that. So he
Top
makes
dog.
sure we taken care of, man.
You know me.
Had a great episode with one of our hometown guys over here, Bryce. And
On me.
Tony.
On me.
Man, Bryce was crazy, bro. Like
That's good.
I watched it.
That shit
and
was good.
So the thing is, I think we was talking about. I think I might have went to school with his older brother or. around
DJ
the
went to
same
school
time.
with him.
I went to school with Bryce.
So that
Okay.
should help.
Okay, so I was like, that name sounds familiar because the last name on Twitter. And I'm like, I've seen that name before.
We used to wild on Twitter.
yeah.
All of us type. But that's why I think I knew him through somebody else, but that's how we knew each other
Yeah.
too.
Shout out to him though, man. This story's crazy, and
Facts.
the fact that he had the courage to go on and tell it
Right.
as honest as he was.
On
You know,
me.
most people don't do that, especially coming from that situation.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, so all praise to him, bro. Shout out to him.
Yeah, if you ain't checked it out, go check out the most recent episode of the Alexander Taylor Show. And then also, Big Tone had my little brother's former coach on. I think it was his last episode or the episode before.
Which
John Ellis?
John Ellis.
Nah, it come out on Thursday.
Yeah,
John
it's
Ellis
coming out on
episode come on Thursday. Yeah, he's been blasting on Instagram and stuff. But if y'all want to hear a story, he's a trainer from out of state. Came here. His story's crazy, bro. Like when you hear the episode, it's real life crazy. But this for the next 6-8 weeks, I'm gonna probably do coaches trainers. So we'll definitely do that. And then as NBA keeps going, you know, we're gonna get to rocking.
Yes, sir.
So fuck all that, nigga. Anyways, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sucked dick.
Oh,
I
bro.
can't stand seeing his ugly
That's
ass.
not true, bro.
Legend.
All them old niggas suck. Let's just keep it a buck. Joel Embiid feed all them niggas. Shaq too.
First off, Shaq.
Joel Embiid would have had that nigga out on the fucking 3-point line. Must have boom, step back on Shaq. Wouldn't have been able to guard that nigga.
Yeah,
Get the
but
fuck out of here.
He can't guard none of them. So it's kind of you're in a catch-22.
Kareem would have got fucking. No, I'm not gonna go there, bro.
Joel-
Jokic and Kareem. Are
First
you
off,
fucking kidding me?
They're one is injury prone. We know that
Who?
for Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Injury
Oh, I'm just talking
prone,
about Jokic.
for
Oh,
a fact.
come on, Jokic be out
So
there.
he ain't down there banging with nobody.
Okay, but Jokic,
Jokic, he's a foreign. They don't
He's-
really do that anyway.
he's feeding Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
no, he's more skilled.
locking that nigga
Luka.
down.
The bigs are more skilled, no doubt about it, from outside
you.
the lane. But when you get in there, like they used to play, it's you.
Footwork.
They lose.
Jokic bang bang.
With who? Who's banging with him? That's my question.
What do you mean?
In the league right now, what centers is just tough like that outside of Steve
Okay,
Adams?
I agree with that, but I'm saying that don't mean they can't guard them niggas.
In the man, Hakeem was so skilled. It was legitimately.
You talking about Hakeem? I'm talking about Kareem. Hakeem is different. That's my nigga. That's the joint. That's the shake, the footwork.
Yeah, that's fact.
What the fuck Kareem do? Skyhook? That's gay. Fuck that nigga.
You can't block. You can't block. There's nothing you can do.
Joel would have threw that shit.
No, Joel.
Fuck Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
See Joel's little windmill he had, arm barely could windmill. He can't even jump high.
Got turtle.
Kareem can't do that.
Oh, my
so
God.
Will Chamberlain too.
I think Kareem got the reason why Magic Johnson got AIDS. But what you saying?
Will Chamberlain or Kareem?
Neither. I don't like none of them old niggas. Bro, y'all see them highlights. Y'all can't be real. Look, let's keep it a buck. These niggas get praised because they got called racial slurs every game and all that, which is cool. I respect the fact they open the doors.
Yeah.
Outside of that, them niggas suck.
Who? They were
niggas.
great in their time. For their time, they were greats.
Yes, but let's keep it a buck, nigga. You see the competition,
but
them
you
niggas
only
suck.
But you can only go off of what they played against. There's no, we can't use these guys. That's was their competition. This was theirs. They dominated theirs in a fashion where he was the stuff.
That's fine, but that's what I'm saying. They dominated an ass era. So I'm not saying that they're not good.
But we don't.
I'm just saying from my perspective, they dominated an ass era. Great. You had Kareem playing against fucking 5 foot nuggets. Nobody who was Larry Bird.
So this how I feel about
John Stockton was a problem.
This how
Are
I feel
you
about,
fucking serious?
That's what I feel about Michael Jordan is. But I wasn't there to watch it all the time. But then you got all our dads and parents are like, well, back in the day they played hard, they did this and all this type of stuff. But I'm like, you watch the games. No disrespect to Michael Jordan, but who was guarding him for him to be hard, for it to be hard for him?
Besides Gary Payton.
Yeah, I was just about to.
And if
That's it,
Gary
though.
Payton's your toughest matchup, and he's 6'3", 4", whatever he is, he's guarding Michael Jordan. Tell me what LeBron faced KD, Antetokounmpo, monsters like that.
I agree.
That's where I'd be at. Like, Will Chamberlain only could face who was in front of him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I get they watch the era.
League. I mean, I'll say, to Tony's point, like being dominant in your era, like the Will Chamberlains and those people, and then you have like the LeBrons and the Stephs. Like, you can't stop Steph from shooting threes and making them 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
9.9.
They would have shot Steph back then.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Like,
pulling up from that deep.
But I'm just saying, you look at like the Warriors. Like, I get they compare like the Bulls to the Warriors, like that era. But like, what was like you had the Bulls the way they were because mainly Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You take Clay off the Warriors, they were still doing good.
Yeah.
You take Steph off the Warriors, they still would do all right because it's like them niggas is that good.
Yep, go ahead.
Like, what you
I
mean
know
the
where you're going.
Warriors
I'm
was
just
good?
talking about like right now. I'm talking about when Clay was out,
okay.
they were still like a good team.
Yeah, they sucked for a couple seasons, and then they got Andrew Wiggins, and a couple pieces to fix
I agree,
it.
but think about that.
Poole.
I'm saying that time span where they were killing.
Yeah, they're the greatest.
Do you know what I
dynasty
mean?
ever.
Like, and they were comparing to Jordan. I'm like, Jordan was good. Don't get me wrong. The Bulls are good, but I'm like, you look at this team right now. This Warriors team is unfucking believable.
But and that's the thing. Like,
When Jordan left.
yeah, when Jordan was there, they legitimately were like Golden State of that era because they had the best rebounder in the game, obviously, or arguably the best small forward, first or second, defender,
Yes.
all that, plus the best scorer, great point guards that could just make shots, get them in their stuff, and a postman that was feasible.
And they made it to the playoffs when he went to play baseball, right? They still made it to the
Yeah,
playoffs.
Scotty took him to the playoffs.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I think if they did ever have to, we can't do that. But hypothetically, if that match was to happen, the Warriors gonna win. And I say that because the shooting, like that era, back in the era, shooting threes like that. What you have Steph and Klay Thompson on the same fucking team shooting threes like that? Come on, bro.
But see, Jordan was
Nobody
a first team defense every season. Essentially, every season he was in the league.
who was he guarding?
You had Scotty Pimp. I agree, but I'm saying,
I know what you're
but I'm saying you got
nigga,
Michael
but-
Jordan guarding Steph. I take that matchup, and then you got Scotty Pippen guarding Clay. I take that matchup. You take Dennis Rodman guarding Draymond. I'm gonna take that. To me, it's like a lot of that's equal. Now with this team, you got Andrew Wiggins. That's the one that mixes it up. But before, you had Andre Iggy, which whoever the other guy was could have guarded him.
Iguodala locking down on Jordan. I'm just saying facts.
Okay, there's no look.
He-
They said he guarded LeBron. He averaged 36.
Okay,
I don't
but
see how
I'm
that's-
saying though, but hold on. We talk about physical stature. LeBron's bigger than Jordan.
that's true.
Iguodala is about as big as LeBron. So Iguodala, with length and everything, pause. That nigga probably would have been able to sit down on that nigga.
Hey, I don't know about.
I'm just saying, but I also say this, like, you see how Allen Iverson moved into the era like late because he was like young, okay, but that nigga was giving niggas problems, right?
Fits.
I feel like he was showing people the new era of basketball.
Yeah, he changed the culture.
Okay, so I'm saying if y'all had a problem with Allen Iverson,
Yeah.
Steph Curry coming down hitting you with a bang bang three,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
Yeah, it
There's
makes-
no fucking way.
I agree. And we're just too skilled, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I say it's kind of like technology. You know, you started off with the fucking Model T cars, and now you got Maybachs and all this other shit. Like,
I ain't got no Maybach.
You got cars driving themselves.
yeah, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like you can only go based off of what you play against on a day to day. You know, obviously when Iverson came in and then he hit Michael Jordan with that crossover, like not many people at that time were hooping like that. And then you had like the Jason Williams, all those people coming in, changing the ball handling game, where it's like your level of defense of guarding somebody that just dribbles left to right is not. It's not as simple as it was
Right.
before.
No doubt.
Steph would have got fed that nigga.
And the thing I hate about the situation with LeBron, we talk about the GOAT. Every era kind of handed down the torch. So like Magic handed it to Jordan. They talk about that story in the All-Star practice, whatever. But we never really seen Jordan hand it to like Kobe, and then Kobe handed it to LeBron. How because LeBron came in such a random, explosive way.
Right.
So LeBron just kind of had to step in that role. Well, I'm watching the All-Star game and I see his jacket say he's been an All-Star 18 times. So I got to thinking it's coming to an end, bro.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah, like as a LeBron legitimate lover,
Right.
it hurts my soul to know we only got 3 to 4, 5 more years to watch him play basketball. And who's to say he's going to be elite all those years?
Right.
But and I was like, we're looking at the new day and age guys: Darius Garland, Trae Young,
John Morant,
Josh
Giddey.
Jokic. He was
Josh Giddey,
an all-star, but
I'm just saying though.
you know what I'm saying. So, are we ready to transition into that group?
Right.
So I'm like, I don't even know if LeBron's gonna be like, okay, KD, this is your league now. Whose league would it be? Steph's.
Giannis.
But even Steph is getting, age-wise to the. But how old Giannis in his 20s still?
Yeah, he's the RH 25.
Oh, okay. So then it's Giannis's league
I don't
moving
think
forward.
Giannis is nigga.
But I
Unless he
mean-
get his jumper more efficient.
But who else would it be?
You talking about dominance?
Yeah.
I think it's up in there.
Like who's gonna be the next? That next
The
guy?
fourth guy.
I think
You're saying LeBron, Kobe,
I
and Jordan.
genuinely think it's gonna be one of the European guys. It's either gonna be Giannis or Jokic, and then after that, it's gonna be Luka.
I could see being Luka.
But
The
you
way
know-
Luka has
What's crazy is there's never been a European like that stature.
Dirk.
Like
the best player in the NBA.
No, I'm just the best guy hands down.
Oh, you saying not just in that
yeah, because
position?
in Dirk's prime it was Kobe, so that was.
Oh, okay, I see.
and somewhat Shaq.
and LeBron.
Yeah, so
And was Dirk necessarily good not across the board, but I'm saying they say Tim Duncan greatest basketball player of all time, but they'll say power forward.
yeah, power
I'm
forward.
saying was that Dirk as well, or
Yeah,
was Dirk
Dirk-
across the board? Would you say like greatest?
I said
No,
Dirk.
You see what I'm saying?
In my opinion, at the time, I think Dirk was probably the best European player.
But you wouldn't give him like
Best power forward.
No,
no. I'm talking about across the board. Like I'm saying,
Oh, best player
are we
in the
gonna
league?
say
Oh.
Luka? That's what I'm saying. Best player in the league. I'm not talking
No,
about
no,
position. I'm talking about in the league.
Nah, he wasn't the best.
No.
At
He
any
wasn't
at any
locking up.
point during Dirk's career, was it like he's that nigga this year?
I think
Because I don't think he won MVP. Did he? Did he win one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
I think one thing has to be defense. Like I think Steph will always go
Scoot the
down
mic
as
close
a-
to you. I'm sorry,
Oh
bro.
no, you get. I think Steph will always be regarded, obviously, as the greatest shooter of all time. But when you think about the defense factor, like Magic could lock up a little bit, could score. And then you had Jordan, who was, like Tony said, all defensive team. Then you had Kobe, who was a scorer and would be on all defensive team here and there. Then you had LeBron, and LeBron was both ends of the ball. So I think in order for that to for you to be named that, it can't just be from a scoring aspect. Because if that's the case, then you're going to have to put like James Harden up there.
Carmelo or something.
Yeah, like
Because he had a lot
somebody
of scoring
score.
titles, right?
Right, and he's gonna be out of the league soon too. Shit,
Yeah,
as soon as
all those-
LeBron gone, Melo gone, because
Yeah,
ain't nobody gonna
CP3
be able to vouch. Yeah,
CP3, nigga,
he never got his credit.
he fucked up his thumb. I was telling
That's bad. Yeah.
fucked up his thumb again.
After last night, they're like that's the same one you hurt last year. Or whatever.
I'm worried he's not gonna ever get no ring.
There's a chance.
Yeah, it's
But
not
in,
worried, like,
but then when you say that, like Dirk, he's gonna be the best European until Luka probably passes him if that's what happens.
yeah, Luka.
But the reason Dirk's gonna be where he is because he did win a championship
Mm-hmm.
in a manner where he probably shouldn't have.
Ain't it crazy that you talking about Dirk? That Porzingis was supposed to be like the next.
Right.
That nigga Porzingis is. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think he gonna turn up at the Wizards, but I just think it's funny when you talk about Luka now.
Yeah.
But before everybody's like Porzingis is gonna be that guy. Like
And that's the
Dirk.
difference between Dirk and him is Dirk was really reliable.
Yes.
Very reliable. He
Yeah.
wasn't missing too many games. If it was here and there. Porzingis is missing like 50 games sometimes,
Yeah,
30
he
games.
kicking it with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, so God, don't even
Luka
start
though,
now.
like they were showing his highlights, like just in montages, they were just showing little stuff about Luka. I'm like, that man is cold. bro.
It's impressive, bro.
But
It really is.
I guess who next up? I think of like a LaMelo
You know
or
what's crazy?
Ja. I like.
Yeah, everybody's saying Josh will win the MVP this year. Like that's
He's
a
been
conversation.
balling.
I don't know who said it. Maybe it's been Steph. But I told you earlier. I think he reminded me of D Rose. So like his athleticism and
I like
his
that.
ability. D Rose and they say Russell, but I'm like,
No, Prime
His jumper is-
Prime D Rose is a great example.
yeah. But and I say that because I feel like the way D Rose was, he came in the league and dominated by himself, and helped his team elevate too. And I feel like Ja did that. Like Memphis come on, we worried about Memphis when after which calling them left. Like,
Zach Randolph.
ain't nobody was worried about Memphis.
Mike Conley.
Nobody
So,
was.
Let me ask you this, okay? And within a 5-year window, who do you think will be the best? Because I think when I think of like LaMelo and stuff like that, because they're so young, I think like in like 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll be on their way into that. Because there's so many, like Giannis is only 25, so he's got at least 5-6 years of solid basketball in him. And you got Jokic, who is also our age, and those guys. Luka is an exception. Obviously, he's been in the league 4 or 5 years now, and so he's been known to hit big shots. Dallas is good again, you know, different things like that. So who would you say within the near future might be it? And then we won't say 10 years because
5 years is a good one. Like if you look at the All Stars that was in it this year, young guys would probably be, which I don't know how old Van Vliet was.
Van Vliet, I think he's younger too.
So you had Darius Garland, Jared Allen, Ja, Trey. Who else was up there that I was thinking of?
LaMelo.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Bigs wise, you got
Murray.
Oh,
DeJounte Murray.
Oh, DeJounte Murray. You
Forgot
got
about him.
Jokic is fairly young. Who?
Van Vliet's 27.
Yeah, Van Vliet's still young. So like 5 years, I think Ja and them are going to be the guys that's like, okay, these are the guys. And Kubo's going to probably run it because I really don't think about anybody else like who's on this level outside of Luka. And then, so it's just going to be those guys. And Ja Morant this year has been like, for me, almost like, wow. Like the jump he made was crazy. And his second best guard isn't even healthy yet. So he really out there just playing with him, Steven Adams.
Jaren Jackson.
Jaren Jackson, you know what I'm saying? So and then he got nicked up a few times this year. But I think Ja and Trey, I love them to be the future of the league. But I'm just so used to having big, tall guards that usually come in and do their thing.
Right.
That they should, like Brandon Ingram, you know, those cats, which they kind of dwindle right now.
Boo.
But I'm just saying that's the future. Look like your team is bad, but
It's just crazy to think like whenever you like think about some of the great players right now, like Dame's, I think like 30 plus.
yeah.
And you know, next 5 years he'll be 35, almost. You know, closing in on that 40 gap.
So all those greats are starting to weed themselves out.
Yep.
See, I feel like Giannis is like
The prime guy. Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown. I'd have to look through it, but yeah, it's like, I mean, if you want to say Giddey, if you think he'll still be around by then, but.
Hey, DJ, speaking of this nigga said he never said that Giddey would be out the league. He said
No, that's not, no.
You
your
know,
wording was wrong.
I said that he said
You said
that Giddey, nobody's gonna want him. He's gonna be in
I didn't say
overseas.
that. That's not what I
And
said.
he said he never said that.
No, I didn't say no one was going to want him. I just said he was going to be overseas.
Why the fuck would he be overseas if somebody wants him here?
But I'm just saying, I didn't use those words. That's all I'm saying. That's all it was.
We're talking about and implying and inferring things. If you say a nigga would go to be overseas, why would he be overseas if somebody in the NBA wants him?
I get what you're saying.
So you're making
saying
it
he
seem
never
like
said those words.
You never said that, but you're
Yeah.
making it seem as if he's not going to be good enough to where he has to go overseas, where no one's going to want to take him here.
That is definitely what I implied.
I will.
So nigga, how the fuck?
But I didn't say it. I was just trying to get out
That I
those
just didn't
words.
say.
you
That's
talking
semantics, nigga.
Right.
That's semantics. I like Ja. Like I said, you know, I love D Rose. And that's what you remind me.
That's
of.
fact.
Like he really remind me of D Rose. That hunger, that nigga, my mama on the court, nigga, I'm going after. I don't care. Type
Give me
shit.
5. Okay, that's
Like,
fine. Ja.
I think LaMelo. I know what you said, like 10 years, but the
That's
way
fine.
LaMelo is right now,
Yeah.
I'll fight that nigga for gonna be that nigga next 5 or 6.
Yeah.
He
No,
up
for
there.
sure. 'Cause
Trey Young,
Trey.
and then I like Darius Garland. I ain't gonna
do
lie, I
too.
wouldn't really. I
His
would
game
sleep
is
on him.
nice. I was too.
I would sleep on him, but him being in Cleveland, you know, when them players start off in them teams that are bad like that, they got time to really develop, and they got to go through you know what I'm saying? They got to go through some shit first. And I feel like that's what he doing. Who am I? Am I 4? You already said, can you say Jokic?
Yeah.
How old is he?
Joel Embiid's
He's our
kind of
age.
young, too. I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
Joel Embiid's like 25.
Jokic. I'll tell you that, too.
And
I don't
Jokic?
think Joel Embiid, I think his,
gotta stay.
He gotta
I
stay
think
healthy.
his season's a fluke right
The
now. I
fact
hate to
that
say
people have been saying, you've seen in the group, they say he's going to be better than Shaq.
At what?
Peso was saying he's going to be better than Shaq.
Shooting threes.
Greater than Shaq over the next, you know, like his 6-year tenure, if he can stay healthy, he'll have a greater time, you know, little prime than Shaq.
You talking about like an analyst?
No, that was Peso said that.
As what?
Like he'll be better, have a better.
He'll just be a greater player in total.
No, what player? What?
Basketball. yeah.
No, I'm saying y'all talking about NBA analyst? Like he gonna retire early or something? Like he gonna be on?
No, because they thinking he only gonna have a 6-year window to where he stays healthy and prime, to where his, you know, because he's been hurt all these years, he's actually playing well, and they thinking he's just going. And I was like, great is not the word, because Shaq was the greatest big
Yes.
we watched, witnessed. It was the most dominant thing we've seen.
Like, I do think Joel will kill Shaq, but that's just because he pulled him out the 3-point line and feed that nigga. But I don't think he's going to be. Because I don't know if I was saying he's better than Shaq earlier. I was just trolling if I did.
Please don't say
but
that.
my point being is, Peso's smoking on some gas pack. That's
we
he's
got D-Book. See, we still got D-Book was in it last
Yeah,
night.
D-Book.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so
Forgot
we got-
about D-Book. Yeah.
So Tony, who would
Because
you
even
say?
Bradley Beal's, well, how old is he, you think?
27.
Oh, come on, bro. That's done for. Don't even mention that nigga.
So Jimmy Butler,
Fuck no.
Ja Morant, CP3. This is the 20
Right.
or Donovan Mitchell. We forget about Spider.
Shouldn't we be looking at rising stars?
Trey Young. That's what I'm saying. The young cats.
The younger guy.
Oh, you talking about the Rising Star game?
Yeah, the rising. No, I'm saying the rising stars team.
yeah.
And
That's
go
good.
off
yeah.
for that maybe.
Yeah, let me
Or
see.
I guess we could do that. That's in the next 5 though. That'd be a reach. Probably 10 years.
Yeah, but
No, I mean that's the truth. They're the young cats.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
so
just
5
saying
years.
though.
because
So-
LaMelo's what 19, 20.
Yeah, but the way he playing, the fact that he's in an All-Star game right now, like people should be like, "What the?"
But
He playing for real.
I think a lot of that, like, I think it was the Old Man in the 3 podcast with JJ Redick, where
You be checking that out?
yeah,
I haven't checked it out yet. I've seen a
Shit's
few
good.
videos though.
That shit's real good. If you ain't check it out, shout out to the Old Man in the 3. But Jason Tatum was like, they need to change the way they vote All Stars because of, I'm guessing, with fan votes, because obviously LaMelo's probably the most, outside of like Zion and maybe LeBron, like popular player across the world.
Yeah.
You know. And so, I mean, he puts up good numbers, don't get me wrong, but it's just like a lot of it is a popularity contest
It is.
versus production and productivity.
Yeah.
They argue that, but I look at it as if the fans are gonna go pay tickets to see the game, we should be able to vote.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck we gonna see Tim Duncan and All-Star? Like, who the fuck ever put him in an All-Star game and why? I want to see Tim
But
Duncan
see,
do
that's-
San
fundamentals.
Antonio.
That's what he was saying. Like back, some in those times they was doing it based on how your season was going, how you were doing it
Yeah.
year, which it should go into play. But realistically, it's for the fans.
That shit-
You being an all-star used to be this like glorified thing, like that was
Right.
something you wanted to be. Nowadays, they be acting like it. If it happens, cool. If it don't happen, it's cool.
Right.
So when you back then, Tim Duncan was the best power forward in the league. Even though his game was boring, how does he not an all-star? He has to
Right.
be.
Put that nigga in the stands, have him watch the game and clap.
That's what I'm saying. But he's out there. Some people, San Antonio fans, they want to watch him. Right? So it's just how it was.
If you a San Antonio
the-
fan and you want to see Tim Duncan All-Star game, slap the shit out
that
of
one
him,
year
I'ma
they
slap you
tried to
back.
vote in one of the guards that was just everybody was liking at the time. He wasn't even that good, and he was getting all these fan votes. But he was scoring like 8 points a game, 4 assists. Like how did he?
I remember what you're talking about.
You see what I'm saying? I don't even remember who that was.
I don't remember either, but I know you're talking about because there was a big deal over it.
Yeah, and that's when it was like, okay, now we got to find a happy medium. Fans and us, we figure out how to make it better. Because like everybody in the All-Star game to me made sense this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I know you're saying about LaMelo, but at the same time, his game is so flashy. Put him in the All-Star game. Like,
Right.
It's not like he don't deserve it. He deserves it, but also his game is so flashy. His popularity, fuck it, put him in there.
No, I agree.
You know what I'm
with
saying? Why not?
that. And there's gonna be a lot of those. I mean, just the flashy. And I'm one of those guys. I guess you can call me an old head because to me, like certain crossovers dudes would do in the game was flashy. But now, I don't know if you've been on social media. I'm sure you've seen like them doing dances at the free throw line and all that shit, bro. I cuss my kids smooth the hell out.
Yeah, there's no way. Like as a coach, I'm getting teed.
Tony trained them niggas to do.
No, the first off, there's a respect to this game, no matter which way you
Absolutely.
look at it.
Preach.
And there's hidden rules that just don't be broken. And like, and I know the era is different, the kids are different, all that. But there's no way we're playing a basketball game and you're thinking about doing a dance before you shoot a free throw. We got to take this stuff serious.
So he can't hit them folks and make the second one.
No.
No,
Like to me as a player, that's disrespectful.
somebody get beat up.
Like they're not getting down like that nowadays, where it's like a scuffle, or they don't even feel disrespected. But like when we was playing, like bro, you got to see me for that. Like I'm gonna foul you real hard or something because that's just disrespectful. I seen a kid shoot a 3-ball deep, do a backflip
Backflip. That's what I was about to say.
before he made it, and I'm like, bro, the ultimate disrespect in this game is crazy. But they're like, we got to fix high school basketball because that's where it's happening. That stuff ain't happening in college in the league. It's just not.
You used to get beat up just for hitting a 3, and then dude looks at you and you pointing at him, looking at him, just
Yeah.
and
They're like,
somebody
bro,
be "Huh?"
it's on, bro. Like some real randomly slick gonna happen. Like you come off a screen, I'm gonna bow you in your chin.
Yeah.
I heard niggas hit that Western wiggle on you and they shot the bitch and they
Yeah,
socked you. That's what I heard.
Who?
You.
Socked
Anyways,
who?
you nigga. Speaking of this though, y'all see that Juwan Howard stuff?
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
But
Do
my
you-
thing, you don't put your hands on another man, bro.
Okay, so I'm not understanding
up.
what happened. So they were down a lot.
Yeah.
and then Juwan Howard put in his starters, correct? And then started pressing, I believe.
Michigan lost that game.
No, that's what I'm saying. Michigan was down a lot. They called a time, or they didn't call a time out. They were pressing.
Team.
They put their starters in. They started pressing on the scrubs, obviously. And then, like, I'm saying, like, what's the big deal? Like, I get it, but, like, I'm like, y'all fighting over that? Like,
I'm not sure. I seen something where, like, the coach that was winning, I guess they tried to score, do something, but they called a late game timeout for no reason when they were already up 14.
He said he was about to get a 10-second call. So he called a timeout to help him out. So I'm like, you ever heard of that though? Like we talking about hidden rules. I know you're not supposed to score a lot if fucking the time running out and you up a lot.
Well, see,
I know certain things like that.
There's
but
a
I ain't never
fine
heard
line
of
in that. So like, there's people that respect it. Like if you're up 30, take calls the dogs off. Then you got coaches that say if you're up 30, let's win by 50. And there's a very thin line with that. Midwest City High School used to be that way. Yep. Like they would beat you by 80, and then it wasn't no disrespect. It's just how they felt.
And lead their starters in the whole time.
Yeah, but if it was us, like if we was doing it, we beating you by 25, we'll call dogs off. We'll put in the other players or whatever. That's just how some coaches are. But the thing is, we all, when we get to a level like that, it's a mutual respect. Unless the two coaches got beef, and at that time they had beef. Because if you watch during the second half, the Washington coach or Washington State coach, whoever it was, he was kind of talking crazy to Juwan, like giving mannerisms and talking mess to him. And then after the game, I don't know what happened, but that first coach put his hands on him, and then it was just one of those things. As men, especially as coaches, we don't put our hands on each other. That's just not what we do.
I heard nigga put hands on you, though.
No,
never. I don't think anybody's that crazy.
No, we're not doing that, right? So it's just, but even then, I'm like, as a man, as us, even if I was to put my hands on you in a malicious way, you're gonna feel disrespected. And we're on national TV. We just lost. Like coach's emotions is out this world.
Yeah,
and so his testosterone's high, and there it goes. You put your hands on him. All he says, "Don't touch me," and then here all this chaos come, and you know how it go. And the guy he slapped was the guy I think he was beefing with.
Yeah, I think so too. That's funny. It's like it was a grab.
He grabbed his face.
Well, Juwan is huge.
Yeah,
so he probably got some monster hands. And that dude was little.
We're gonna pause that.
Pause.
All right. Anyways, they said Juwan
tall. Sorry,
they said Juwan always had issues with timeouts. I was like, that's fucked up. From the five freshman?
Yeah.
What the fuck was?
yeah.
Fab Five.
Fab Five. Wasn't that Chris Webber bum ass fault?
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Webber is a fucking bum.
No, Chris Webber was nice.
Hall of Famer, I think.
Should be. You know who Peja Stojakovic is?
I'll tell you this. There's players that ruin their fucking reputation for me after they retire.
He's a horrible commentator.
Horrible. Reggie Miller, beyond fucking annoying. I can't watch nigga play basketball now. That nigga's horrible. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the number one on my shit list.
No, the Thunder guy, he be
who? The black dude?
Yeah.
On the Thunder?
The Thunder commentator.
The black guy, the tall, bald one.
Bro, I be watching them games like I muted. Come on, he be wilding, bro.
They got rid of that white dude because he's always saying
he said some wild stuff.
But it wasn't. I think he's just old. But he said Russ out his cotton picking mind. That's hilarious. Like leave that nigga on there. I laughed. I don't give a fuck.
laughed too.
I don't think there's some hidden racism under there. I think the nigga just old.
Yeah, he's old.
And he was right. And Russ is out his cotton picking mind. Goddamn.
He was hooping.
Yo, yeah, that was. I mean, some of us be like, that was kind of questionable, but at the same time, Russ was tripping.
I'll tell you what wasn't questionable. Josh Giddey, NBA 2K rating is higher than Russell Westbrook.
I would have to agree with that.
Nigga, Josh Giddey. I know you watched him play and you thought different. He had a good game in that game.
So listen to me.
He had a good game.
This is where we go. If we're gonna talk about this, I went to watch him play the Spurs, and it's the third quarter. Giddey's the main guy because everybody's hurt. Mm-hmm. He has 7 points. And I'm watching him like, okay, at this moment he might have 3 or 4 turnovers and probably 4 or 5 assists. Mm-hmm. I'm like, cool. Watching. I'm like, I'm not understanding why everybody's enjoying this so much. Mm-hmm. So he's shooting his jumper kind of nasty. Don't make it very often. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right. So then the fourth quarter, he just started getting to it. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't like how we liked. You know what I'm saying? He ain't making middies. He just going right. Like no moves, just going right, shooting a little float off the glass. Mm-hmm. Buck. So now he got like 13, 14 points. And when I left, because they was losing by like 18 or something. Mm-hmm. So I left. He ended up with like 17 to 20 points, something wild like that. Mm. Triple-double, I guess, and all that stuff.
Nigga said
But I'm like, I'm watching this dude, and I'm like, he's a solid basketball player. Like, he's good. Mm. And obviously in the future, he'll be feasible for some teams. But for us to believe he's going to be an all-star in 5 years, for you to say that, I'm like, that means he's going to have to make a jump out this world. Mm-hmm. Almost to the point where it's like he gets traded and then becomes the top guy. Right. Because I just seen a tweet last night that said in the next 2 years, the next 2 all-stars in this game will be SGA and Lou Dort. I ain't seen nothing about no Josh Giddey.
This nigga said out this world.
What?
So he had 17 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds.
Right.
Talking about, I guess he had a triple double. Like,
I didn't finish the game, so I got home.
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's just where I was at with it. And I was like, at this point, I'm not where everybody is yet.
Right.
Obviously, he's skilled. He does some things well, but he just doesn't score the ball in a high fashion. Lindy Waters was shot the ball better than him for the couple possessions he went. Now, I was impressed with Trey Mann, though, for sure.
Trey Mann. Yeah.
I was like, who is this cat? So I got to looking it up, and Trey Mann can get to it.
He good.
And so I was like, okay, that's if you have SGA, Lou Dort, Giddey, Trey Mann, and whoever else, I mean, you might have actually okay, decent team.
Right.
Because Trey Mann can go. Like, for real go. Now, he might be small, whatever, but the rest of it, I was watching that, and the rest of them was all bad. Some little dude named Melanie or something. It was rough.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Good thing they got LeBron coming.
He going to Cleveland when his son get drafted by Cleveland.
He's not going to get drafted.
I think they win too many games.
The Thunder's going to get drafted.
He's only a sophomore, right? Or is he a junior?
Junior.
Okay.
There's speculation he's going to be a second-round pick. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
When? Next year?
Whatever year he goes. They're saying that, like,
No,
his draft,
he not good like
well, they're saying his draft stock's going to get raised because of LeBron.
Yeah.
But they said second-round pick. But I thought he was okay. Like,
he's
ain't
all
bad.
right. Yeah, he's all right.
He's better than Michael Jordan bum-ass sons.
Oh,
That's true.
wow.
Y'all remember them niggas? Them
they
niggas
was
sucked.
bad. They had too much to live in.
That's just, no. That just shows how good LeBron is.
No, you see how mad
goddamn.
Mike got to be mad. You got Tim Hardaway's son in there. You got Gary Payton's son in there.
man.
You
Cole
got
Anthony.
all these-
Not Cole. What's Cole
Anthony.
Anthony's dad's name?
Yeah, I forgot his dad's name.
Fuck, can't think of his name. Mark Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's the wrestler.
God
ain't it?
damn it.
No, it's the
That's Mark
commentator.
Henry,
It's the
nigga. It's
commentator.
Mark Henry.
Oh, my bad.
It's the
Nigga said
commentator. What's his name? Why we tripping?
It is Mark Anthony. Oh, shit. I don't know who that is. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cole Anthony dad. Let me look up. That nigga
That
dark
nigga
skinned
a
black
singer?
nigga. Oh, his name is Cole Anthony too.
Oh, okay.
So creative.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So he's a
all these
second.
dudes got sons in the league, but Mike's like, you motherfucker.
Niggas is bums.
Right.
You know, if I was LaMelo and them dad, if I was LeVar Ball, I'd be talking so much shit to Michael Jordan. Like, all my kids in the league, I didn't get to play. But yo bum ass kids, none of them in the league. All them niggas suck.
I think low key Jordan didn't want his kids to do basketball.
Nigga, he ain't got no choice if them niggas suck or not.
No, you can make your kids skilled at. Like, if you're the greatest, there's a chance your son should be okay.
Tony, I'm not gonna do that to you because you're a coach. But you done seen niggas.
Like Carmelo's sons, they're actually solid. Shaq's sons, they solid.
Yeah, you're right.
The dude that on all the smoke, Matt Barnes, his kids is nice. They
Who's
young.
his kids? Where
They,
they-
they ain't like they 8th, 9th grade. They
good?
nice. Yeah, twins.
Oh, wow. They know.
They're
Twins,
twins.
they
Really?
get to
I
it.
didn't know that.
Yeah, and then you got who else son is nice right now? It's a big dude. Kendrick Perkins' daughter, solid. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm like all these NBA players' kids is actually pretty good. How does the greatest player of all time son's not pan out to be?
Because that
solid?
nigga was out gambling and shit.
and I don't disagree.
and he,
He said not.
I'm just saying.
I don't disagree.
I'm saying though, I think for real though, I think LeBron gonna end up at that fucking the Thunder.
There's no way, bro.
They're picks. They have too many picks. I feel like
That's
they're gonna
true.
do that. I feel like they will do it.
Why?
He said he'll take anything. He said money won't matter at that point. If I get to play with my son,
Yeah, if they get his son, which they do, they got the picks. I do agree.
they have a lot
They
of
want to
fucking
take
picks.
a publicity stunt and do that. Go for it.
Why it got to be publicity? Stuff?
Because LeBron's not going to be LeBron when he's 40.
Right.
40, possibly.
Yeah, Tori brought that shit up and she was like, "Babe, we should get season tickets if LeBron comes." I'm like, "This ain't Miami Heat, LeBron."
Yeah,
know what
right.
saying?
I'm
Like,
telling you
it'll be
niggas
cool.
right now, I don't give a fuck how old he is. If that nigga come here, I'm front row.
So they trading Giddey?
Popcorn in my hand, all that.
They trading Giddey?
They trade Giddey for LeBron. I fuck Giddey in that case. Shit. If I get this, I don't give a
Yeah, I
Y'all
agree.
talking about LeBron. Now.
I
He's
haven't
at
got
40, he's going to be cold.
He's been
Okay.
playing a
That's
long
true.
time. I haven't got to watch him play live yet.
Who, Giddey?
Really?
No, LeBron.
LeBron.
Oh, my fault. I watched
My
him
wife
live
has
once.
before I got to.
I watched him once. But I was up high in the seats. I need to be close to that nigga. Pause. I need to be right next to that nigga. I want to see that nigga sweat. Pause.
I feel you.
I'm
So
trying to be
what
that
is-
close.
Okay, let me ask this question. What, I guess, NBA game have you all watched with like some stars? Like, what was the best game or like some of the biggest stars you got to see going to a game?
Oh, live?
Yeah.
It would have probably been when the Thunder was prime. That was. I think I might have went to the Mavs versus the Thunder in the playoffs.
Oh, that's nice.
I think that might have been one of the games I went to back then. That's
That's
probably
a
the
good one.
best game I'd ever been to.
Hell yeah. Alex?
Shit, I had to say,
He didn't been to.
I watched LeBron in person, but I watched the Thunder versus the Nuggets when Russell and Paul George and Carmelo bum asses lost the game.
Oh, wasn't that? Oh,
How you lose at home?
what do you
The
mean?
fuck?
What do you
Dog,
mean?
you-
Melo was buns that year.
Bro, Chesapeake though? In the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Energy, nigga. There's so much energy in that bitch. You lost the fucking Nuggets. They're good. Don't get me wrong. But y'all down. I think they were down 2-1. They needed to win. And I think, and they lost and then went back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah.
You be going to watch DJ?
I went forever ago. My Popo, my grandpa, he took us to the Christmas game where they were playing. It was still Russ and KD, but they were playing Derrick Rose and Jimmy Butler on Christmas.
Oh,
that's
wow.
filthy.
With the Christmas jerseys. Like the ones that had the sleeves, that
Yeah,
all white.
I know you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we went watch that.
Hey,
That was
RJ
nice.
Roberson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ain't that crazy to think that D Rose and Jimmy Butler played together?
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler was just
Short
really
stint.
fucking young.
And what I mean,
But he got the tripping though, right?
Joakim Noah, all them dudes. Like
Choke
that
him,
team-
no. nigga.
Yeah, Joakim Noah.
B
yeah,
Shaq.
energy.
Come on, bro.
Hey, he might lock him down though. Talk to me.
No.
Joe Cano was first team all defense.
Yeah,
That
but
nigga's
Shaq
fucking-
is first
I
team
know.
all
I'm joking.
break.
I'm joking.
Oh,
But
right.
but that's interesting. You know, Will, I wish Will was good. Will been to fucking Kobe and the Thunder
I couldn't imagine.
playoffs, right?
Oh yeah.
I think Will got spit on or something because he had a Kobe jersey. I'm
Oh,
pretty
wow.
sure.
I would have cried.
Yeah,
Will, I got to
Will.
watch Kobe live.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Will.
that'd have been insane.
Will's a sports fan.
Yeah, Will's done been to some part crazy, but but I will say I want to bring up a moment that fucking still pisses me off. I'm sitting nice. It's like 115 section, nice ass seats. They playing the Timberwolves. Nigga, the last seconds go down. These motherfuckers hit a half court game winner. I think it was Andrew Wiggins. I want to say.
Oh, for real?
And Karl Anthony Towns. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
That nigga Andrew Wiggins is one of them niggas. Threw that bitch up, half court, waved that bitch and won it. I said, what the fuck?
It was lit.
Pissed me off. What do you mean it was
Thunder
lit?
Thunder was mad.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I was like, fuck.
Understayed, man. They fuck around and lose to Sacramento Kings and everybody.
Yeah.
Just random ass games they shouldn't lose.
Yeah, I had a conversation about the Thunder. I was like, if they don't get good in the next 5 years or whatever,
Moving.
could they move again?
Yeah.
Would they go back to Seattle? Yeah.
But see, why we don't have this expectation of other teams?
Like what?
Because we're so small.
What do you mean other
Like
teams?
Cleveland.
Oh, we're small. Well, Cleveland's doing well this year, and they won a championship not too long ago.
Yes, but before that,
What?
how long was that stint when it was fucking
they- I
Deion
I don't think
Waiters?
they've even
they
been
never-
around that
No, hold
long.
on. It was
No,
Deion Waiters
yeah,
and
so-
Kyrie Irving sucking dick over there
Yeah,
for
so
a hot minute. But how long
so
was that?
LeBron came back and
No,
won.
I know, nigga, but
so
I'm
LeBron was
talking
with
about the stint where Kyrie and Deion Waiters were there thugging it out.
Yeah,
it was
LeBron- it was
some
4
years.
years.
It was
4
only
years.
4 years.
Because
Yeah, but you just said 5. So what's the extra year
no,
matter
but
that much?
they've been bad for now. How long now?
Shit.
3,
Who?
4 years. The Thunder.
Thunder.
No, they weren't bad. When was Chris Paul?
Chris Paul made it to the playoffs. Yeah,
Yeah,
So it's
but
been 3 years.
that's
2
good.
years.
that is. I agree.
So what? 2 years?
So at that time it'd be 7 going on 8 ish. You know what I'm saying? So
I guess I agree there. I just don't like. I feel
But
like
they
y'all
were
niggas
saying
be-
there's no way. Like they're building the whole downtown around the Thunder, Paycom Arena.
Y'all niggas be hating on Thunder. That's weird to me.
No, I don't hate on
It's
them.
weird. It's really weird to me.
No, I think eventually
I
the Thunder
only
get
just
back.
like one player, so don't.
No,
act
but I'm
like I
saying
was-
y'all niggas like, oh, when they just gonna move them. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what that's what happens, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Relocate team.
all right. Tell
There's
me
a few.
who else has happened to?
Pelicans.
What?
I thought they just switched. Honestly,
Charlotte
might sound
Hornets?
dumb, but I thought the Charlotte and New Orleans just switched names.
Yeah, no. it's
This
not.
whole time, I thought they just switched like
The Brooklyn Nets used to be who?
the New Jersey Nets.
New Jersey Nets. Yeah. After
what I'm saying.
you suck for so long, they just gonna move you.
If you're small market,
Yes.
which I don't know. I was was New Jersey
Jersey.
classified?
Yeah.
No, Jersey is Jersey.
Is it? So it wasn't.
No.
Oh, okay.
But okay, but I say it like this. Then this is what I'm trying to say. The Thunder, for instance, are still kind of like they ain't been here for that long,
Right.
anyways.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like these teams we talking about were there from the jump, most from what I know.
The Thunder going on what? 14 years?
Yeah. Something like
Yeah, but I'm saying they didn't start here.
Oh, right.
Like the Supersonics started there, and they
Yeah,
sucked
yeah.
dick, so that we had to move them.
Yeah,
I'm
They
saying
didn't
like
suck for a long. They ain't always suck. Hold on.
yeah, Ray Allen.
Yeah, and Gabe Payton them was there. I mean, what?
don't nobody give a fuck about none of them niggas.
They had Sean Kemp, bro. What are you talking
Give a
about?
fuck about
Oh
Sean
my
Kemp, bro.
God.
I'm sorry, y'all be talking. I'm like, I snore, go to sleep. Nobody give a fuck about these niggas.
First off, they do.
I'm saying these niggas weren't like, you know what I'm saying? They obviously weren't winning championships.
But so you're comparing them to Lou Dort, SGA, and Giddey?
No. I'm just saying, nigga. I'm saying they started there, nigga. I'm saying they started
Okay,
there.
okay, yeah.
I'm saying you start your team in that city and they suck for 10, 15 years. Obviously, they going to move. But I'm like, the Thunder Nets, they start. I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
been here for 14 years, but I mean, they have.
They had a good.
They had some
stint.
good, you know what I'm
At
saying?
the beginning, they definitely had a good stint.
And what when Paul George and Anthony, Carmelo Anthony was decent. They went to the playoffs.
Yeah, they
I
got
think.
kicked,
I
they
mean,
got kicked the first round.
what would y'all think from
After
a
they
GM
blew out the
perspective?
Warriors in the first game. What?
Obviously, been winning a championship is your goal.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, do you think okay, we got to the playoffs? That's fine. As a GM,
Yes.
as somebody who's like, okay, we don't suck. Do you say a team doesn't suck if they're in the playoffs? Is what I'm really saying.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll keep you from getting relocated.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
That'll keep a GM in his job for the most part.
So we talking about Thunder ain't been in the playoffs for 2 years now.
Mm.
And they won't. It doesn't look like they're going back for quite some time.
Right.
You're smoking donkey dick.
When do you
This
think
league ain't that fucking great now.
you're 23 years old?
Yeah, nigga.
They won't be back till you're 30.
You're smoking dick.
I'm just saying, like they won
smoking
18
dick.
games this year.
I can't look at the Western Okay, the Rockets, nigga. No, I'm just saying, look at how
The Rockets, see, that's
how
the thing.
sucky some
the
of these teams
Rockets
are.
have a chance to get better because they're in a good, decent market.
Who
So
the
they can get guys, and then they also got Jalen Green. They building around. They
Who
got
the
Aaron
fuck
Gordon.
has the Rockets had besides James Harden?
You
in the
want me-
last-
You want me to talk about the prime time? The Tracy
No, I'm talking
McGrady?
about after that. No, I'm talking about after that. That's what I'm asking. After that, you talking about it's a market to go to. Who the fuck have they had?
No, I'm saying they have the money to do that. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. Thunder don't have the money to do that.
It's just a bigger city because you know
Yeah.
they got the football team, they got
hey,
the basketball team.
I get all that, but even the Houston Texans, they fucking suck.
That's
Who
true.
the fuck is worried about Houston at all? I get the money aspect, but
Yeah.
it's like, what's that do at the
But
end of the day?
for example, those teams ain't gonna leave because they got money to bring in a Deshaun Watson. They got money to bring in a James Harden for a couple times. Aaron Gordon assemble rosters. The Thunder, Sam Presti's done a good job assembling teams, but in the draft he's not the greatest. But I mean, like when you got Paul George and them together real quick, like no one knew that was gonna happen.
No.
And why you come to Oklahoma City of all places, but it happened. And then you got CP3. No one knows how that even worked out for that little.
Then we have Al Horford for a minute. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
he didn't play though.
No, yeah,
He didn't play. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
'cause
sorry.
I wouldn't play if I came here either. But
No, I mean, hey, I'm not acting like Oklahoma City the best city to live in either.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like there's two, and that's why I think you talk about Sam Presti's past is what helps him get looked at the way he does.
Yeah.
Because that is insane to think about how much fucking players this team has had.
At the
Paul
beginning.
George, Carmelo Anthony, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant. Am I forgetting somebody?
DeMontis Sabonis.
Sabonis,
Serge
Reggie
Ibaka.
Jackson.
Serge Ibaka, Reggie fucking Jackson. I forgot Chris Paul. Like them niggas didn't have.
Yeah, he assembled early. He was doing great in the draft.
Yes.
I'm talking about drafting just dimes, and then he couldn't draft really too many good guys. Then he went to assembling teams, and he did a great job
He
for
did. I think
a
the
little
last
stint.
one was Paul
Now we're in a situation right now where he got to start young with a new coach. Like it's a lot he got to do. So as a GM, he got to challenge himself because he's a vet now.
Yeah, he got to get Bronny and Imani Bates.
Or use those draft picks and start grabbing some
That's
of these,
what I think is
some
gonna
of these
happen.
vets. Dame Lillard, no, just grab somebody that you can grab.
Bro,
and
Dame
assemble.
Lillard here, I think that would work out way better. If they had Dame here, and I think Bradley Beal.
If Dame comes here and knocks the Lakers out of the playoffs,
Bradley Beal got to go to LA.
No.
Got to.
He said he want to stay there, bro. He want to ride.
There's no
ride the
way,
wave out.
bro.
He's trying to pull a Dame.
Put Dame Lillard here and maybe Buddy Hield or like a Bradley Beal. I'm not going to say win a championship. Them niggas would be nice, though.
Watch
Them
this
niggas would
what
be
happen.
nice.
I think they're gonna trade Russ for Bradley Beal. If they
You talking
get
about the
Dame.
Lakers?
Yeah.
Do you hear about the rumor, like, I guess they said LeBron and Clutch Sports was mad at the Lakers for not trading
Yep.
for John Wall.
Yeah.
But then Rich Paul said that wasn't true. But I'm like, I don't know, nigga. I'd be mad, too.
I mean, John Wall's not the greatest either, but I'd take him over Russ.
Right now, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Greatest high school mixtape of all time.
Yeah. Before we start recording, we're talking about his draft picks, right? He didn't draft Sabonis. I don't know what's going on here, but
Like you said, I think he
This
traded.
nigga, I don't know what's going on here.
so like
He got traded in.
his greats was 08. He got Russ, Serge, and I don't even know those other guys. The year before that was when he got KD, and it says Glenn Davis, but he got traded.
It was, no, this might be, I'm not going to know the answer to this. But was that nigga was Sam Presti at Supersonics?
No.
No.
So he drafted these people.
Yeah,
himself.
he was
shit.
young too.
I
He
was
one of the
thinking these
youngest
niggas came from
No,
Supersonics. Okay, my fault.
Oh, KD actually did.
Yeah, I better say I thought
Yeah,
one
KD
of them
did,
did,
but not the rest of them.
But Russ
So-
didn't. All right.
So then the next draft, he got Magnum Roll in 2010. Nobody knows who that is. So in 11, he got Reggie Jackson. 12, he got Perry Jones.
Perry Jones was decent.
Yeah, and he didn't.
He was
you know,
decent.
You know, he's in China going
I
crazy.
don't know where that nigga at now. Okay.
13, he got Abrinas and Adams.
Abrinas was good.
Abrinas was solid.
Steven
Yeah.
Adams
And then
obviously
Abrinas, obviously got, his mental issues at the time and a lot of family stuff. And then the next year, he got Houston and Mitch McGary. Remember that little stint? That draft ain't great.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, see, you don't know. we
Josh
know him.
Eustace.
I know who Josh Eustace.
Mitch McGary's a big white dude that used to
Yeah.
get to it a little bit, kind of.
He get to it now. We're on the bench.
I don't
where
even
he
think
at.
he's in the league.
Yeah.
So then the next year he got Dakari Johnson from Kentucky, which probably was supposed to be a good pick, but wasn't. And then Campaign. So he got lucky with Campaign, but Campaign didn't do nothing when he was here.
Fuck, we did have
Yeah.
campaign here, nigga.
So then he got kicked out the league. Or he went to the Bulls, got kicked out the league, and then
What did he get
CP3.
the leave for?
He just wasn't hooping. He
Yes,
just,
yeah.
yeah.
We talking about Cameron Payne that's on the fucking Suns right
Yeah,
now?
that then CP3 took him under his wing and basically saved his career.
I forgot about that
Honestly.
shit.
So then after that, so that was in 2013 when Steven Adams was quote unquote the best. Then you got T. Ferg in 2017, which
He was all right. Don't act like that.
he was okay, but anybody know where he at now?
No, I do not know.
Okay, so then the next year
Jeremy Grant, talk to me.
the next year was Kevin
I thought he
Hervey
was drafted by
and,
76ers.
and Devin Hall.
Jeremy Grant was,
Yeah.
and then he got traded.
So then 2019 was Brandon Clark.
But shouldn't we count that though? Even though he got traded for the pick, I mean, he's still.
No, because usually what happens in the draft thing, they'll say, "Hey, you grab this, you can send them to us. We'll give you some money." Or
No,
however
no,
it
that's what I'm
works.
saying. We should
That's what
still
happened
give.
that's what happened to Sabonis.
Shouldn't we give?
But if
Sam
it doesn't
Presti-
stay, it doesn't classify it as a Thunder
Right.
draft.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying, shouldn't we still give Sam Presti credit on even doing that in the first place?
For who
That
was
deal,
it again?
Jeremy Grant. Because he's saying he got traded.
He did.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm saying, I feel like even though I know what you're saying draft wise, but even the trades, I mean, we got Victor Oladipo here one time.
Yeah, but,
mean, like, the
but
nigga
that was
that-
not right out the draft. Victor Oladipo was, the Pacers got hurt.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we talking about drafts
This is
only.
just
but
drafts
I'm,
only,
I'm
yeah.
talking outside the draft too. The trades he done made.
No, that's
too.
what I'm just going off his draft.
No,
picks,
you
'cause that's
good.
what
I
the
know. I'm
conversation was.
just throwing that in there.
So then 2019 was Brandon Clark. 2020 was Emmanuel Quigley and Cassius Winston, which both of them got traded.
Yeah.
And
Who the-
then this past season was
Emmanuel
Josh
Quigley's
Giddey,
nice.
Trey Mann,
Trey Man right now.
Aaron Wiggins, McBride got traded, and the other guy got traded, and then Sungun got traded.
I know you say shit about Giddy, but you see Trey Man.
I agree. Trey
So
Mann go
I'm
crazy.
saying though, there's a few, and then Lou Dort. I don't know where the fuck Lou Dort even came from, but
Yeah.
they call niggas straight jacket. I gotta throw that in there.
And so Trey Mann and Josh Giddey was the best in 2021 for him, his drafts. The one before that, what you would say was Terrence Ferguson in 2017. The one before that would have been Steven Adams in 2019 or 2013. So drafting wise, if we look at it like that, is not the greatest.
No.
But he does have a whole bunch of picks coming up. So he can make, if he gonna make his stint back to I'm the best, this and that, this is his opportunity to do so.
I ain't gonna lie though, he ain't, the people put that on him. I feel like he don't. But like, I don't see him as cocky or arrogant or nothing.
He's not.
No, but I'm saying people put that on him as like the good GM or the best GM. So I do like the fact that he don't let that shit get to his head. And hopefully he can make some better picks. But I like Trey Man. I don't know. We'll see.
Because if we're being honest, Oklahoma City shouldn't have got half the players they got.
You know,
As of just because we know where we're at. Then the way he can assemble a team in the next 2 or 3 years is very possible with the picks he got to where they can be, competitive again for sure.
But you gotta hope that these dudes is like hooping like that, because like in recent memory, and please feel free to correct me, because I know I'm not always 100% right, but there's not been very many like great draft classes. Like there's one or two, you know what I'm saying? Like who came in on that? It was Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball, and Jason Tatum, and then the rest of that I don't even know who came in and was like balling like that. And then you had
And Markelle Fultz flopped.
what happened to that nigga? He's the Magic.
So they messed his jumper up.
I'm aware of all. I'm
And
saying
then,
he's at the Magic now. I think.
Yeah.
I think he is. And he got hurt again. I think.
Yeah,
He was getting to it for a minute though.
for a little bit, and then you had like the Zion and Jaw draft.
Hold on, let's talk about that. Why you said that? What's up with Zion? Is he? We gonna put him as a rising 5-year good?
Yeah,
guy?
I was gonna ask you, should we throw him in there anyways?
If he can get healthy. If not, and he just ends up being a Greg Oden, then it is what it is.
So what's his deal?
They said he might need another surgery on his right foot.
No way.
Swear to God.
Nigga got
But-
gout.
So then I seen a picture the other day. He lost weight again.
Mm-hmm.
So he looking all swole paws and on that. So he's back in shape. How did he get hurt again? Practice? Did he get activated?
Probably.
What happened to his foot in the first place?
I have no idea.
You
There's a
asking DJ
fracture,
like
I
he the
believe.
trainer, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
you
No,
know.
DJ is it was told me last year about Zion Williams like he was the greatest man since LeBron James.
He was averaging 27 points a game. I mean, for being a person, yes,
Statistically, Giddey's the same way.
he don't average 27.
No, you're right, but
You
he
were reaching on that one,
He
nigga.
getting buckets though, is what they claim.
Nigga, what we
Go
you
ahead,
comparing
Alex.
Josh Giddey to Zion? I mean, I'm not even trying to get, but you.
I
Compare,
wasn't a Zion fan from the jump, right or wrong, because I was like, he's big, he's not skilled, all this type of things. I gave Giddey his credit on what he's skilled at, or so on and so forth.
So you think across the board, Zion ain't got like
I
what we gonna give him credit for?
what's scary for me right now is like if he don't take care of his body, his career's over with. Because if he has no bounce, if he loses his bounce, his whole career's over with.
So you think if he ain't got the bounce, he suck?
What are you gonna do? Honestly, DJ's a fan. What are you gonna do? Because you hurt your foot. Say you lose a step too, so he's not as fast, which was killing everybody. He don't jump as explosive, which is gonna hurt him. He really can't. He can shoot alright, I guess, but he ain't putting that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? So
He's gonna be one of those like a bigger, like physical wise. He's gonna be a bigger LeBron, like using his size to get to the rim. Like even if he can't jump no more, like you're gonna still have to guard that man coming downhill and try to go straight up with him. And a lot of people ain't gonna win. I mean, it's proven.
That's fair, but I don't know. This nigga over talking about Giddey and Zion in the same sentence. It blows my mind.
well, you act like Giddey's just
That's what he
king.
thinks. Zion.
Nigga,
he
but I'm
thinks Zion
saying-
is a giddy.
But I'm saying, nigga, look how Zion came out of Duke. We don't have no recollection of no fuck. I'm saying Giddey did good overseas, but there was no expectation on Giddey.
Giddey was
Like-
a pro.
DJ has a valid expectation for. I was watching Duke games like Zion's that nigga. He finna go to the league and be the next LeBron.
Tony never thought that.
But that's all I'm saying. You always throwing them niggas in the same sentence, like.
I'm just saying.
part of me
You
thinks
just
he
said-
wants out of New Orleans.
You think so?
I think so.
But I don't why. You
I
have
know,
Brandon
like-
Ingram. You have
CJ McCollum, Devontae Graham, Valanciunas. You have a nice
Yeah, he's
five.
bugging.
Yeah.
He
You know
should
what's
definitely go back.
What's fucked up is though, he might be wanting to get out now too, because you can see they like not moving on from him, but they got CJ McCollum now. I'm not gonna
right.
say that on
He the
these
go-to. He
Zion,
the
but it's
go-to.
like
And that was the thing.
Like,
Everybody
nigga,
was
what?
saying, like, supposedly there was something that came out that Zion's family was unhappy with the Pelicans front office because they didn't get him any pieces that could help him compete. And I'm like, now Valanciunas is nice. He was
Yeah.
nice with the Raptors. You know, Brandon Ingram, one most improved player. CJ McCollum was the number 2 over there with Dame. And Devontae Graham, I mean, if he's your 4th or 5th option, I mean, that's not a bad 5th
that's
option.
crazy, bro. That's crazy. You naming them. Zion family need to be unhappy about how much that nigga eat, and they need to get focused on.
No, he
Like
he got back right, bro. Come on,
I
chill
don't
out.
hear that bullshit.
I haven't seen that yet.
His family
I seen
need to say
pictures.
something about how much that nigga eat and how much injuries he got, cause he fucking up they bag. If
he
I'm
a
his
country
nigga
boy.
brother, or something, I'm like, hey nigga, get your fat ass in the gym, nigga. You this close to making more millions than you supposed to, nigga.
And that's
What
crazy.
the fuck are you doing?
He might be the first person to miss his first 4 season or 5 season, his entire rookie contract, and still get $100+ mil.
Maybe
On expectations.
he could be the first, but yeah,
Or
I
they
get what
gonna
you're
hit him with a
saying.
veteran minimum. Because at that time, whatever.
Man, I hit that nigga with you get free buffet every day
Oh,
if you just
that's
play
not-
a little bit of better
That's
basketball.
not good. What kind of buffet we
Let's
gotta do?
fuck 'em
Healthy
up.
fruit?
Right.
Something, nigga. We do vegan, whatever you want, nigga. If you want to stuff your face, we're gonna do it the right way.
Yeah.
Your big ass need to be making the basket, bro. If they add him though, that's gonna be fucking nuts.
That's what I'm
To
saying.
New Orleans,
Oh,
could
to
be.
that team?
Yeah, I'm saying
No
with
doubt.
CJ McCollum,
Yeah, they gonna.
like CJ McCollum. I mean, they have different positions, but CJ McCollum can guide them too. He's,
And then Brandon Ingram can be a 3. He doesn't have to be the number 2. You
Big
know what I'm
facts.
saying? And I think he would flourish in that position because CJ, I think he's averaging 31 points since he's been there. Like
Lonzo in there too?
Lonzo's in Chicago.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
look, you
Devontae.
take out Brandon Ingram and put Kyle Kuzma. Some niggas going on a fire stint.
So since you
championships.
just said Kyle Kuzma, we're talking about 2017.
Yeah.
That was probably the best draft in a while.
Really?
Like I'm just looking at it like
What is it?
Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball, Jason Tatum, De'Aaron Fox, Jonathan Isaac, the Mark Cannon, Dennis Smith Jr., Malik Monk, Luke Kennard, Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo, Harry Giles, Terrence Ferguson, Anobu, Kyle Kuzma, Derek White, Josh Hart. Like they got that draft
that
was
was a
solid, bro.
Hey, to interject here, Donovan Mitchell. What the fuck is he gonna do?
He needs to get out.
He needs to get out of this.
Now that Joe Ingles got traded, you gotta get out.
He got to get the fuck out of Utah. But where's he gonna go?
Anywhere. I mean, he can literally go. If you could send him to the fucking Boston Celtics.
But he needs the ball in his hands.
Who?
I mean, Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. He's pretty
Yeah.
ball dominant.
He is, for sure.
So what the fuck you gonna do?
But I feel like it's only because he's had to.
He's
Because
gonna play with Dame.
your other person is Mike Conley. And Mike Conley's old as fucking dirt.
But the way Donovan Mitchell plays, he's not. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. He's not taking no damn back screens, running back and forth like a Steph or Clay and can just shoot it
No,
from
that's
a.
not his game.
I'm saying he's ball down. He need that bitch to get to it. So,
So
I'm like, what the fuck you gonna
He's
do?
labeled as a shooting guard. Would you think he would need to go somewhere else and be the point guard?
I think so.
Yeah,
Because is Mike Conley his point guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll probably.
Mike
be
Conley's
point guard.
buns.
So what would be a location for him where he could be a dominant
Thunder?
point guard?
I was just finna say.
Well, obviously, but he's gonna want to win at this point in his career.
The
Well-
Los Angeles Lakers. We're being honest.
That wouldn't be.
No,
bad.
you're right. I'm just saying, like, we thinking it's gonna have to be a shitty team. Cause who gonna have enough money for one, and who gonna have the trade options, and who gonna want to have
But my
most teams
thing is,
be
what
that ball.
trash team got a bad point guard? Because you got Sacramento got De'Aaron Fox, so he's there. You got who else right now? The Pelicans. They got
Devontae Graham. He could go
Devontae
there.
Graham. Yeah, which that's possible.
No, I
That
mean,
one.
but what the fuck you gonna do? Devontae Graham. You gonna have CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Donovan Mitchell, and Zion.
Think about
That's
that.
a lot of ball being passed.
And
bro.
Valanciunas.
That's a firepower though. I mean, they can score at all levels how you want it.
Donovan has to switch his game up.
I just don't know who
when you
wants
told
to
me shooting guard, I was mind blown because I feel like that nigga is like every time I see him, I feel like he pulling the ball up the court. I forgot Mike Collins on the team.
Yeah. And thinking about him is like, or I'm thinking about the situation with the teams is like, who's willing to trade somebody for him? Because who want to go play in Indiana?
Kyrie Irving or Utah, you mean?
Why are we this?
Or Utah, sorry. Who want to go play in Utah?
Nobody.
You know, I know how you feel about Utah.
Nigga, I'll go to Utah right now because everybody else.
Yeah, I agree.
Trade
But who wants to go
Kyrie.
play there?
Bro, we're not disrespecting Kyrie Irving on this podcast.
I'm not. It's not disrespect, but if you can't play any home games, you'd want Donovan Mitchell that can play with Kevin Durant for a full season.
Like I told y'all last week, give it 2 more months, nigga. New York gonna change that shit.
Well, you
Did y'all hear what Adam Silver said?
What did he say?
He said he think it's kind of
dumb.
stupid.
Yeah.
Well, it's not his choice.
And he said he ain't talked to the governors or nothing, but he's like, because this is what don't make sense. And I wish Will fuck ass was here because this don't make no motherfucking sense. They said a player can go to New York and play
That's not
unvaccinated.
Huh.
So how the fuck can I, say me, go to New York and play in the goddamn Nets arena and be unvaccinated, but Kyrie can't be on the team unvaccinated?
Nah,
what the fuck is the difference?
Yeah, I agree. It has to be something else.
What that makes, and even Charles was like, I think everyone should get vaccinated, but that don't make no damn sense. I'm like, thank you. Everyone that are even for vaccination said that don't make a lot of goddamn sense. How the fuck you gonna say, well, you're on our team? It's because obviously these players don't. I mean, they might live with it, but you know what I'm saying. They don't reside there that much. But I'm saying, why are we making it like he needs to be vaccinated to play, but somebody from some other state can go there and play? That make no goddamn
That
sense.
don't make no sense.
So an unvaccinated player, you can have Kyrie and playing another team, and another nigga unvaccinated as well. But Kyrie the one that can't play. So Kyrie on the bench watching the unvaccinated nigga play
Right.
on the court, but just he on a different team. It's okay.
It doesn't make no logical sense.
So I think if New York is going to do that, they need to be consistent and say you can't come here at all if you're unvaccinated. But if they did that, they'd be screwed.
I don't think they mess with Kyrie to keep it stacked.
I don't either.
I think everything that happened last year.
You talking about the Nets?
Yes.
Yeah.
I disagree.
But think about it. Everything that happened last season, he just low key just quit playing on them. Decided he didn't want to play later in the year because of COVID or whatever. Was in meetings during games, council meetings, all that type of stuff. So it's just Kyrie has made this persona, and maybe it's not true, but that he causes issues. He's like a lot of things just don't make him happy, and I don't know if that's real or not, but that's what it seems. And if he could just play basketball and leave everything else alone, it'd probably be cool. But Kyrie, he like you said, is bigger than basketball for him right now.
But that's the thing. It ain't. I think the Nets have a problem with him. I mean, it's the state of New York has the problem.
Yeah.
So it's not like the Nets are saying.
No.
I think the Nets want him on the team. I think that James Harden leaving made a difference because that was weird. I can't lie. Out of nowhere, James Harden gets traded, and then after the fact, everybody like there was some issue with all them three and James Harden.
They say Kyrie used to frown at once.
Yeah.
So he
And
used
that's
to
the
get mad.
thing, because you know.
Who James?
Yeah.
Yeah, they say
That's what
Kyrie
they
used to
said.
frown at once.
But that's what I'm saying. Like this, I feel like unfortunately, and it's his fault. But Kyrie is all this other shit has overshadowed how fucking good of a player he was.
No
So now
doubt.
everyone just associates with the negative stuff, and they're like, "Oh, like I'm not saying you're wrong for saying get traded, but I'm like the fact that it's even said, it's like, well, like you said, well, he can't play right now. So I'm like, all this bullshit going around Kyrie, if he can just sit down and play basketball, ain't got this shit going on with COVID and all that, niggas gonna be like, oh shit, reminded, it's
Right.
that nigga,
No
like
doubt.
for real.
And
Like
this
we're
is-
losing his prime.
Yes, absolutely.
I agree. I had to agree with that. Yeah.
So I'll put it like this really quick. You got Kyrie and you have James Harden. Obviously, tensions go because I think the benefit of Kyrie playing with KD is KD's never wanted to be a number one. You know, he's never wanted to be a leader.
Yeah, he
you know,
cool, yeah.
in that situation. Obviously, you have James Harden, who's been a number one and has been an MVP, all this other shit. Then you talking shit to him because you frying him in ones, all this other stuff. So he goes. In my opinion, I would have traded Ben Simmons for Kyrie Irving. And then Kyrie Irving could be in Philly doing this ball dominant thing. Because this is my thing. Again, James Harden, if he doesn't score 30, he can get you 10, 15 assists. You know, Kyrie is a scorer.
Yeah.
You know, so if he ain't scoring 35, whatever in the playoffs, you know, I just feel like James Harden can affect the game more even if he's not scoring. Nigga ain't gonna play no defense,
Yeah.
but he can affect the game a little bit more.
That's true. They really said because he was frying that nigga in one.
No doubt. It
Yeah.
came out. It said he used to fry James Harden in ones, and it caused them to have beef during practice.
Yep.
They said every day after practice they would run ones, and Kyrie would frying
And probably
like
talk shit to him.
for real, bark noise to him. Like I seen you the link there. They said he used to talk crazy to him in ones.
I need to see film on that.
No
I
doubt.
need to see film. I'll pay money to see that shit.
It would be live, bro.
Yeah, you know he'd go crazy.
To
Like
think
it
that-
was such a big thing on Twitter that the 3 for 3 was like we're about to have a 1-on-1 segment in our 3 for 3 traveling.
To think that James Harden couldn't beat a nigga like any nigga though on ones. You see how James Harden is 1-on-1.
Right.
When you have on an island with James Harden, you're in trouble.
But I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Kyrie is a legitimate killer.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. The fact that he's not that James Harden that great defensively, but I'm just saying killing that nigga. Like obviously James Harden got to score too.
Right.
Eventually.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm saying the fact that Kyrie killing that nigga like that on ones, that's crazy.
Because like Kyrie's whatever the person he looked up to, mentor, whatever, was Kobe. So he's not taking ones lightly. Like James Harden could probably go in and run ones and bust your ass a little bit and just kind of laugh it off. But once you start scoring on Kyrie, he's gonna get a little pissed off and it's gonna have to go.
Start talking that reckless stuff to you.
Would y'all agree he's the best basketball dribbler of all time?
Ball
Like,
handler.
we accepted that. Yeah. I'm ball handler. I said dribbler, whatever.
I'll say it.
It's
we
hard
came
for
to
me
a
to put him
conclusion.
over AI, but yeah, I would have to.
Hey, I wasn't doing that.
First off,
Like AI, he was the pioneer.
you're bugging.
Look,
Wait, what do you got to say about that?
I don't like to shit on
There
these
ain't no way
niggas.
you disagree.
Well, I'm saying we talking about ball handling.
Yes.
All right.
What was
So
AI
from what
known
I've seen,
for?
because he was the first nigga to come do it. Okay, cool. Kyrie be dribbling that bitch all forms and fashion.
I agree.
Hey, I had the little crossover, right? I'm not tripping. Just the same old like boom boom. Kyrie be doing all kinds of shit with that motherfucker.
You better watch AI.
That nigga be running through like it's amazing how he do that.
Yeah,
ball.
he made it better. He evolved it. But yeah, he I hate to say it because I love AI so much, but yeah, he definitely a better ball handler.
Kyrie crossed the fuck out of AI bum ass.
Kyrie might be the best finisher too as a point guard ever
Don't disrespect D Rose like that.
around the rim.
Oh God, you can end this podcast. Don't do that shit.
I'm just
That
saying.
nigga D Rose was nigga, you fucking kidding me?
Kyrie don't ever miss layups. It seemed like.
Yeah, that's true.
We talking about Derrick fucking Rose.
We were
in
just
his
talking about
prime?
Allen Iverson. Come on, bro.
That
You're
nigga had
bugging.
Dwayne Wade and LeBron James running after him. That nigga must have faked that bitch. Come on, bro. You're bugging. Hey, but we need to go back to the All-Star game real quick because I was going to ask y'all about the dunk contest and shit.
I didn't even watch it, but I heard it was horrible.
Ass, nigga.
You watched it, DJ?
Boo, nigga, them niggas suck.
Bro, they said it was like they missed more dunks than anything.
Yeah.
Bad.
They said Cole Anthony Towns put on some Timbs.
No, you mean Cole Anthony?
Or Cole Anthony.
This
Yeah.
nigga just combined.
Cole
Sorry.
Anthony Towns.
Sorry, Cole Anthony put on some boots
Tim's and da.
and missed 3 times before he dunked one.
And he was getting sturdy before.
They said he was dancing here.
And they got sturdy before.
I'm like,
Here, hey, nigga got
just
sturdy.
so
before.
first off, I didn't even know majority of the cats in the dunk contest.
I knew some of them, but yeah.
So Cole Anthony, who's the other one? They said it was some Mexican
Obi
dude.
Toppin.
Obi Toppins.
Fuck yeah, Obi Toppin. I am going blank right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The fact that it was no like legitimate guys, I'm like, why would anybody want to watch
Damn,
that?
nigga.
Zach
forgot
Levine and
already.
Aaron Gordon shut that shit down.
Ruined it. They almost to the point where you should take it out now because of
Yeah.
that.
I think.
But Ja got to get in it next year. Ja Moran, if you listen to this, you got to get in it.
ain't no you got Ja. You gonna get in the fucking dunk contest?
They
nigga.
said he had better dunks in the game than they did
He
in the
did,
contest.
Ja. I don't know what the fuck you need, nigga. I don't even a new chain, watch. They need to put up a Ferrari for niggas who win. Something. That nigga need to be in the dunk. Him,
He gonna win
Zach
off his first
Levine.
dunk. He wanted to dunk no more.
No disrespect to
He said he
Ja.
wasn't trying to do
Zach Levine though.
what?
Nah, if Zach Levine. got
Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon, Ja Morant, and fucking who
They
else am I
said
thinking of?
Diallo
Derrick
should
Jones?
get back in it.
Diallo ass can jump. Derrick Jones.
Derrick Jones.
Well, there's a few niggas. That shit would be stupid.
Yeah.
But no, I'm saying though, no matter what, Ja probably would win. I ain't gonna lie, because he got the most bounce I've seen. But that bounce don't matter. That's the thing. With dunk contest, it's about how hard you dunk that bitch, your creativity, all that. Bounce could be irrelevant at that point.
But you only can get creative if you got bounce.
Yeah,
Like-
That's
like-
fair.
have enough
That's fair.
time.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Like
I
Zach
agree.
Levine that year, he did a windmill from the free throw, bro. Like that's unnormal, bro.
But
Like,
nigga,
that's not even healthy
I
for the
watched that
mind.
shit. Watched that shit the other day. Rewatched it. That nigga Aaron Gordon had a nigga spinning, talked that bitch under him, sat down, nigga, and grabbed that bitch and dunked it. Like what the fuck?
Yo,
I was sitting there like, nigga, what the fuck?
that was the greatest dunk contest in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be watching it. I'm like, nigga, they was some bums, nigga. Like Michael Jordan jumped. Like, who give a fuck? Zach Levine did it twice.
He said twice.
Like,
did a windmill
how the
and put
fuck
it-
Dominique? That's what they need to change these judges. These niggas suck too. Like
they-
Dominique Wilkins.
He was
He just hammer that bitch down. Okay, nigga. That's case. Throw Shaq in that bitch. He can throw it down hard.
Dr. J.
It was crazy. Like, what was it? Vince Carter put his elbow in the rim, and like damn near the whole
Like,
half of the NBA could put
that's
their elbow
nuts.
in the rim.
Y'all see the Shaq back then and now picture on Twitter?
Yeah.
That was hilarious to me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but not everybody. I ain't gonna lie. Not everybody can put their arm in the rim like
No,
that.
that's true.
But
a
I'm
lot
saying
of
though,
these
like-
dudes now could.
Vince Carter. That's like I feel like he could do a dunk contest now and still probably win. Dominique Wilkins, fuck no. Boo that nigga out the gym. Michael Jordan, boo that nigga out the gym.
Michael's little lean windmill was filthy.
Yeah, it was nice.
I could give a fuck about nigga sticking his tongue out.
No, the thing is,
I don't give a fuck.
The pictures for him and the way he did it was like, that was clean, bro.
LeBron do it with his eyes closed.
Do you think it hurts LeBron's legacy that he never tried?
Hell yeah, I do.
For real?
Yes. The fact that Kobe and Jordan, why would you not do it?
That's what I was saying. I was like, he was going to win it back in the day, probably for sure. Especially when he was young. He was doing dummy jumping out the...
Yeah.
Getting rebounds crazy.
Yeah.
This is what gets me about these players don't do NBA dunk contests. It makes no fucking sense. Okay, now I hate to shit on job, but this is my point. You want to do all that shit in game. You got niggas. These niggas be posting social media clips of them just at the gym fucking around dunking and doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Why not do the dunk contest? It's like I'm gonna tease you. You see I got bounced. Like we know Ja Morant got bounced. We know that nigga can do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. Why would you not do dunk contest? Like what the fuck would the point of not doing it be?
See, I know LeBron over the years used to say he didn't want to take from another man's opportunity. You know, like them young cats can win some money for going to the dunk contest. Like
that's a bullshit.
That's what he was saying.
I see what you're saying, but
because you think about it, some of those cats, say Ja would have said, "Oh, I'm interested." A lot of those cats ain't making it. Like they get the opportunity to ever do it. Probably if the guys that really get down can do it. Like Zach LaVine should be in it every season.
Yes, but at the end of the day, we are talking about dunk contests and how important it is, but at the same time, it don't fucking matter.
It don't. Yeah, I agree.
Like if it's irrelevant, if Ja Morant went there and obviously he beat them niggas that this did that shit, it don't fucking matter. Like who gives a fuck about them niggas anyways?
Yeah,
but it's like just to have that title. And just to be there and show off, like show what you really got. Yeah. Niggas want to. There's not a single nigga that watch basketball that don't want to say, that don't think Ja Morant should be in the dunk contest. Yeah. I guarantee it's not, because that nigga really can jump.
Right.
So it irritates me when I'm watching these bum ass niggas on the screen dunking and shit. Like I don't want to see these niggas.
Yeah. And a lot of times I didn't even know those cats get down like that dunking. Right. Obi, that's it. But yeah,
get down what? Them niggas didn't do a goddamn thing. Yeah. Then I go the next game. We got the All-Star game. You got Ja Morant catching shit left and right. Doing shit. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? You could have did this yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, how hard it would have been?
So, before we get out of here, I just want to talk about some of the
let's do it.
Teams in the playoffs or in the playoff picture currently. Obviously, this is the second half of the NBA season, so it's going to start actually getting more competitive because everybody's fighting for placement. People fighting to stay at a certain seed, people fighting to stay out of the play-in or to get into the play-in. So, let's get it. In the Eastern Conference, we have Miami at number 1. Number 2, we have the Chicago Bulls.
Nigga.
And they're currently tied.
You sure that's right?
Yeah.
You said the Heat are number 1?
Yeah.
And then the Bulls are number 2?
Cleveland number 3, ain't they?
Sorry, keep going. My fault.
No, you're good. The Philadelphia 76ers are number 3, 2.5 games behind. Then the Cleveland Cavaliers are number 4, and they are tied with Philly. With being 2.5 games behind. And then you have Milwaukee Bucks at 5, who are also tied at 2.5 games behind.
Damn, they're ass.
Man. You have the Boston Celtics at number 6.
Blow that team up.
4.5 games behind. That is your playoff picture currently, or your set playoff picture as of now for the Eastern Conference. For the play-in teams, you have the Toronto Raptors. You have the Brooklyn Nets. You have Charlotte Hornets. And you have Atlanta.
Wow.
So,
I thought you named 6 teams.
You did name 6. Oh no, he's saying play.
I'm playing the play-in teams.
Yeah.
I thought that was 9, 8, 9,
7 and 8.
The last Toronto, right? Brooklyn, Charlotte, and Atlanta is teams 7 through 10. So that's 4 teams, and then you have the top 6 are like the ones that don't have to play in the play-in.
Okay. So do you want to talk about the Eastern Conference first, or you want to talk about the Western too, and then go?
We can talk about the Eastern Conference first. New York isn't in. They're in 12th.
Jesus.
New York Knicks.
That's Derrick Rose.
Julius Randle getting traded.
After they loved him last year.
He was the most improved player.
Hey, shit. This year has been weird. The New York Knicks. Goddamn, I was not expecting you to tell me the Heat was number 1. That's how much I've been paying attention. I might have to really start watching.
The East kind of like it's low key kind of like SEC football where it's kind of boring, but they play real hard defense. They're real good, solid teams. So it's not like exciting. Like when the games come on TV, you don't even want to watch the Heat versus Milwaukee.
You don't want to see Kyle Lowry thick ass dribble the wall?
That's you. You need to pause that because
I'm just asking.
That's some stuff you like.
I'm just asking.
I ain't mess with none of that.
I do want to get on the fact that it does suck. Teams like Cleveland, obviously not going to win championship.
No,
but they're doing so good, and it's just going to be swept under the table.
Why you say obviously? I'm just asking
because they're not looked at. Like, I mean, We saw Darius Garland in the All-Star game, but nobody really,
I'm just
when they talk
confused what the
about...
fuck he's talking about.
Yo, why Alex look at me like that,
'Cause
bro?
what the fuck are you talking about?
I was just saying,
Who the fuck they gonna beat in the champ? Come on, name me who. Name they gonna
Alex,
beat.
you realize they're a solid team. Like if they keep winning, they could be the number one of the East.
They wouldn't beat the Lakers right now in a 4-game series.
I
Four
can't-
game series. I won't give them 7 games.
I can't even agree with you on that. Dead serious. The Lakers is bad.
Nigga, this Cleveland team is not winning a fucking championship. It's fucking obvious. We know that. You know that. Darius Garland knows that.
There's a
Jared
low
Allen
chance,
knows
but
that.
I'm not gonna say it's impossible.
There's a low chance. Nigga, it's impossible. I bet my fucking lifetime how much money I make for the rest of my life, they ain't gonna win that.
Okay.
You think Cleveland gonna win a fucking
This
another
year-
championship after LeBron leaves?
I don't know.
The Cleveland gonna go on another 50-year drought until LeBron have 300 or 400, 500 kids. It's gonna be a grandson.
Right now, if they were to play, if the playoffs were to start today, the Cleveland Cavaliers would play Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, nigga, Cleveland gonna whoop the fuck out of Milwaukee. Come on now, who cares? Milwaukee.
First off, have you watched Milwaukee play, bro? They bad right now.
Who the fuck on the goddamn Cleveland Cavaliers gonna guard Giannis?
Games behind first place.
I understand, but
Nigga, who gonna guard Giannis on the fucking Milwaukee?
Jared Allen.
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Giannis gonna run circles around that big nigga.
Okay, that's
So,
fair. I agree.
Evan Mobley.
Hey, that's a good.
He's
one.
nice.
That is a good.
Y'all niggas is unbelievable.
A lot better.
I'm
Than
just
get, a lot better.
Just to even have that thought, like I'm not trying to
you
shit
agree,
on.
DJ? A lot better.
That's what I'm trying to say though. The fact, shut the fuck up. The fact, what I'm trying to say is the fact that they're that good,
Yeah.
but they're gonna get swept over because they're not gonna win a championship. I mean, it's fucking obvious they're not gonna win a championship.
Okay.
And Darius Garland, I'll say it to your ass. Darius Garland, Jerry Allen, who else they got?
I don't know.
Who the coach? All y'all niggas. Y'all not winning a championship. We know that. But y'all had a great season. Y'all number 4. That's fucking great. But they not winning a championship ever probably again. Shit.
So, does anybody have any comments on the New York Knicks not being in the play-in or the playoffs, or
No,
Atlanta being number 10, the very last seed in the play-in?
That throws me off for some. I thought Atlanta would be like on this upward scale.
I think the thing
they-
about them was they was just so hot last year. Like they just ran on the momentum and they played well. And then one thing about it is once you figure out a team, they stay the same. You can scout them, things of that nature. Some players start to fall off like Collins and all those type of things. So Trae Young got a lot on his shoulders. Now, I mean, he's not too far from making it into the playoffs for the most part. But, yeah, I mean, what they did last year was kind of, impressive.
I'm disappointed in Trae Young as well because, yes, it's the All-Star game. It's a 3-point contest. It's bullshit. But, like, those are those times for you to show that who you are. Steph hitting on them threes, nigga, you supposed to be right back with them. Right back with them.
I don't think he wanted that smoke.
Yeah.
It's not about if you want it, bitch. Go get it.
I understand,
I'm
but
saying-
okay, he makes 16 and Trey make 3. It's gonna be like, oh, Trey, we thought Trey was gonna be the next Steph Curry and and it's just-
Nigga, I'm saying Steph come down, hit that motherfucker 3, look at you and laugh. Nigga, come down, bust one again.
I
And y'all
agree.
go back and forth.
you got a
When Kobe was in the, come on, bro. When Kobe was in the All-Star game, LeBron was, what was them niggas doing? Guard each other, feeding buckets back. That's what I want to see. You're supposed to be the next Steph Curry. I mean, I know that's hard to put on somebody, but you shoot the 3 efficiently. All right, nigga. So when that nigga shooting them 3s like that, at least go fucking try to act like you want to shoot a bunch of them too.
I
Shit.
want to guard that.
Go 1-for-1 with that nigga. Fuck
I
it.
agree.
So
But
let's
that's
go ahead. Let's go ahead over to the Western
What's
Conference. We have, and I have to give credit where credit is due. I was one of those people, if you go back a few episodes in our catalog, that I said I highly doubt the Phoenix Suns will be back at number 1 in the Western Conference with everybody being fully loaded and this and that. But they are number 1 with 48 wins and only 10 losses.
That's crazy, bro. And it's so swept under the rug.
Point guard.
Yeah.
I know who I'm talking about. Chris Paul.
Yes, sir.
Pause.
Then you have Golden State Warriors at number 2.
Boo.
You have the Memphis Grizzlies at 3. Again,
Shout out to Josh.
yeah, got to give Josh credit. The Utah Jazz at number 4.
Boo.
Get it, bro. Utah just be always
Somehow.
hanging around there.
And they just lose. It's funny. Niggas suck. They suck bad. They need to blow that team the fuck out. And also, I'm sorry to interrupt. What the fuck? Gobert?
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, my fault. Why is he in the All-Star game? I hate seeing that big bum nigga too.
It's one of those things kind of like Tim Duncan. He just big.
It upsets me. He sucks.
Jared Allen shouldn't be in there either, but he made it. But you got to put some centers in there.
Yeah,
That's
Jared
KD
Allen.
was hurt, so.
Jared Allen at least blocks. It makes it
not KD
exciting.
wasn't hurt. He had his grandma pass.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But like
Rest
at
in
least
peace.
Jared Allen blocks niggas and it makes it a little bit exciting. What the fuck?
Joel Embiid, Defense Player of the Year sometimes.
I know.
Rudy
That's
Gobert,
what I'm
too.
trying. That's my point.
I think it's
What-
3-time defensive
Can y'all
player.
tell me something exciting Rudy Gobert does?
Nothing.
Nothing.
That nigga ain't nothing solid to
He was
me.
dunking that bad boy in the All-Star game, though. Huh? He was slamming that bad boy, Paul.
I don't give a fuck. Rudy Gobert. I hate seeing you play basketball.
Man, the Thunder is one of the worst teams in the league.
Also, I'm sorry to get on this too, bro.
Go
Who the
ahead.
Lakers playing the other night? God
Don't
damn,
know.
the last team they played. Fuck. It was
Warriors.
The Bucks. No, Jazz.
nigga. Russell had the ball in his hand. It was like a minute left. I said, "Why you keep shooting that motherfucker?" I was so mad, nigga. He had that bitch in his hand and he shot that bitch and missed. I was so hot, hot, bro.
Russ had 17 points, 6 for 13 from the field, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Wasn't a bad game. For
Yeah,
him.
I finished at 50%.
LeBron had.
What the fuck are y'all talking about, bro? It's about when that nigga got the ball, it looked like he gonna turn it over, about to turn it over, or he was gonna turn it over. That nigga LeBron had the that's the game I'm thinking about. Yeah, LeBron hit that shot. Oh no, who hit that shot?
LeBron had 33
To win the game. Because LeBron went crazy the fourth quarter. But I'm saying Russell went in full speed like he always does. Finna turn it over. Threw it last minute. LeBron barely caught it, passed it, and I think somebody shot and they won the game. But yeah. Anyways, you said
It says Russell Westbrook made driving.
he made a driving pass. No, Marvel, go ahead. Number 4.
Number 4 is the Utah Jazz. Number 5 is the Dallas Mavericks, and number 6 are the Denver Nuggets, and that is your current playoff teams right now in the Western Conference. For the play-in, you have Minnesota Timberwolves at number 7. You have the Los Angeles Clippers at number 8, the Los Angeles Lakers at number 9, and the Portland Trailblazers at 10.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. Nobody. I mean,
See where Oklahoma City's at?
Shut the fuck up.
I was just
second to last.
I want to say, Paul George, you suck, donkey dick. I don't give a fuck he hurt. I love seeing the
He
Clippers.
always hurt, bro.
I
So-
love seeing the Clippers. The Clippers are ass.
Bro, I didn't even realize Patrick Beverly was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen that the other day. I'm like, and it was a video. He's like, I told you I like to play defense. And wherever he was going, I went right by him, shot layup. It was crazy.
I love that the Clippers are doing so bad.
But do
right
you
now.
believe everybody's claiming that LeBron and the Lakers going to make a run at the second half of the season and make it to the 6th seed?
Absolutely. I do.
You don't agree?
I think Russ is gonna have to do whatever he needs to, even if it's just to be like a catch and drive type of guy. Like LeBron's gonna play point guard this whole second half of
Yeah,
the
because
season.
they're one game under 500, and they're on 18 games back from first, so that ain't gonna make it. But they only
6
3 games back from.
Did
sixth.
y'all forget that Anthony Davis is hurt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're not making the second. They may not make
but
it.
he's only out what 4 weeks supposedly, 2 to 4 weeks.
That's a lot of games. nigga.
Yeah, I agree.
What are you talking about? Them
But-
niggas not making it to the playoffs, maybe.
And that's people claiming LeBron James of all people is the one person that can make this turnaround.
LeBron James is fucking tired.
He is.
Now,
agree.
is that nigga hooping? 100%. I
Yeah.
think that nigga could win MVP potentially this year. Like if he was to keep going, because he's doing well.
Yeah,
There's other players doing equivalent, but I'm saying it's LeBron James. His age and everything for them to do is good. It's
Right.
crazy. But no matter what, Anthony Davis is fucking hurt.
Mm.
Who he got?
Malik Monk, Carmelo.
Austin Reeves, Russell Westbrook, JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee ain't on there. If JaVale McGee was
Oh.
on the Lakers, they'd
Oh,
be.
yeah, that's true.
JaVale at the Suns.
If JaVale was on the Lakers championship, that's
Yes,
easy money.
I would agree.
It's not even.
I
fucking
think
conversation.
JaVale was a very underrated piece.
He
not
always
bullshitting.
has been his whole career.
I'm not bullshitting. JaVale on that team, whole different Lakers team.
So I was wrong. The Lakers are 4 games back or under 500. So
Look, I'm sorry, Russ. This whole situation with the Lakers is a shit show. So this whole season goes go to the garbage, and we're gonna move on next season because there's no way. Even if they do win, that's the thing. People say they might make a second half. Okay, if they do, they get to the playoffs. The fuck they gonna do?
yeah,
What the fuck are they gonna do? They still Anthony Davis may be healthy. He might come back, get hurt again. Might fucking that nigga. And that's one thing about that. He's soft.
he just built.
He's the definition of fucking soft.
Man, they call him street clothes, and it's so disrespectful.
I think it's crazy that since he got traded to the Lakers, he been as hurt as Joel Embiid. Like when he was in New Orleans, as much as he wanted to get the hell out of there, that boy was in there dropping 50, all this other shit.
He was hurt there.
Yeah.
Yes, but like
Yeah.
you
The crazy
coach
part
players.
about the one season he was healthy, they win a championship.
You coach players like this, and
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck you do it. This nigga, anytime, it's like he always on the ground, always scratching his eye, got hit in the eye, always doing something. Like, nigga, how every play you hurt, something happened randomly.
Yeah,
Get the fuck up, nigga. Like, what are you doing?
He got PTSD.
That shit bothers
I
me.
won't say his name. We used to have a player like that back in the day. Hodges will know if he hear this what I'm talking about. But no lie, he could jump the highest, run the fastest. It was crazy, strong, one of the tallest, biggest.
Don't talk about Will like that.
And I ain't gonna tell you who it was, but he legitimately for 2-3 years would always be hurt. I mean, always something wrong. And you're like, bro, there's no way. So his junior year, we just decided to quit acknowledging it. Like we not even. He claimed he hurt. We gonna move past that. You gonna just keep practicing. The whole year he had no injuries, none. None at all. But then it was so like he didn't appreciate how we handled him. He just quit playing basketball next year.
Keon and Quentin said it's a mental thing when you get hurt like that.
I don't know.
I asked them, they was like, it's a mental thing when you always hurt.
And
I'm like,
I can't disagree.
Because them two niggas is
But then he goes to college, plays his athletics and all that, gets hurt in college. So it's just one of those things, like they just might be injury prone, bro. Some people can get hurt, some people get injured, some people can act hurt. So it's just like
I would say football is different though. Like I feel like football players that can play basketball are a lot less likely to get injured just because, or they play through it to a different extent. Because getting hit versus, and you know what I'm saying, and getting tackled and messing your ankle up is different than, getting bumped and your shoulder hurts type shit.
Yeah.
Your wrist hurts from catching yourself falling to the ground.
I don't know, bro. I just think that nigga's soft. No. There's no way. Like, you give a comparison of a high school player. Imagine you making millions and you playing with LeBron fucking James, the greatest basketball player of all time. You walk around acting like a bitch, crying.
My thing is, LeBron says millions of dollars to take care of his body, right? 1 million, whatever it is. You got that. Pay that.
Thank you.
LeBron knows the secret. No, and obviously he's built different. But he goes long. He went a long period of time in his career where injury just was not a thing.
Thank you.
Not at all.
So there's no reason somebody like Anthony Towns, I don't feel like is that injury prone as Anthony Davis, right? Corey Anthony Towns is just
yeah, he be having other stuff.
And them niggas is built the same. Pause. But like they fairly built the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you say?
Yeah, it is.
So how the fuck? I mean, I get what you're saying, but everybody built different at the end of the day. But like, come on now, there's no reason Anthony Davis should be hurt all the fucking time.
Nah, facts.
So Anthony Davis, you need to get with LeBron. Zion, you need to get with LeBron.
Zion, you need to get with the best nutritionist in the world.
That's LeBron's.
He need to get with Ben Simmons' therapist because when Ben Simmons come back, he busting threes. There's no, we're not going to go.
We gonna bet some on that. $25 or something. What we doing?
What?
You trying to bet something? I'll buy you some pizza.
Who's this nigga talking?
I'm just saying.
Like Zion, nigga.
No. You said Ben.
Ben Simmons. It's so much like to even bet is a joke. The nigga is gonna be busting niggas ass 3-point line. Like I'm not even gonna joke with you and bet about it. It ain't like I believe in it that much. It's like betting is like silly. Like I'm trying to bet nigga life on it, nigga. Like I kill a nigga over it. That nigga gonna be busting niggas. Therapist helped him out.
We gonna clip this part.
No, I ain't clipping shit. I'm the one to edit it. The fuck?
No, I'm saying when we get done, I'm gonna record this part.
Make that a part.
Yeah. When that time comes.
Go ahead. Don't give a fuck. Ben Simmons and Ben Simmons therapist go and help Zion out. Nigga need to stop eating. And it's over. But anyways, Lakers aren't coming back. That's a done deal. We just need to get the fuck out of that. Yeah. Who you said number one was? Sorry, my
Phoenix
fault.
Suns.
Phoenix, I think it's gonna be that year. If Chris Paul's healthy.
If Chris Paul's not healthy, there's no chance.
Yeah, they're not getting back to where they were.
Because I don't see the Heat beating them. I don't see the Bucks beating them again.
The East,
I see the Bucks winning it again.
Think so?
I don't. I think they got lucky.
Only thing I can suggest is if you really claim in a short amount of time they change those rules in Brooklyn, the Nets will make a run at it again.
Okay, so
with Ben Simmons, yeah. But damn, how they gonna worry on Ben Simmons, Kyrie,
because Ben Simmons ain't got to shoot.
Yeah, defense.
Swing. Kyrie ain't even really, give Kyrie the ball, let him do his thing. You ain't got to worry about him doing too much.
That's true.
And then you just let KD, he come back healthy and do his thing.
If you let Ben Simmons play the 5, KD at the 4, Kyrie
they got
at
the shooter,
1, Seth Curry at the 2.
Come on, bro.
Okay, my fault. But that's, how many games we talking about left though? That's a risk.
So they're
40 something.
40, right?
Yeah, the second half. So it's the first 40, whatever, then 41, and the last 41.
Well, as it stands, Kyrie won't be playing.
Right.
So we'll say the Nets probably won't make it.
Well, I think it's only 20 games.
Is it?
Yeah, because out there, 38 and 21, that's 60.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So it's
I think it usually
24
starts
games.
Yeah.
Starts around like late May, right? Middle May.
Yeah. March Madness coming up, so that's how you know it's coming towards the end.
Yeah, okay, so I'll say Nets probably won't make it either. If they don't have Kyrie. They have Kyrie 100% and he can play all the games, they're going to do whatever.
I don't know. I keep it a stack with you. If they just get Ben and Seth plus Kevin Durant, I'd say they make a run at it too.
So let me take something back. Let me walk something back real quick. I don't know if Ben Simmons going to be busting threes this season.
Oh, because let me walk it back.
Hold on, because that nigga's not gonna be. I mean, he ain't playing a hot ass minute.
Yeah, but
either.
he's got to shoot every day of his life.
Yeah, but I'm talking about his legs, and he's going to get a lot of shit back to normal.
That's true.
Okay. So I'll take it back. But I think he's gonna hit a few.
Year.
I'll say he hit about 10 threes by the end of the season.
In 24 games, nah, I ain't having it.
I'll think about 10 threes. But next year he gonna be on it.
Who's the final 4 in the East? You got, or do you got the 4 teams that can win in the East, and then give me your 4 from the
Bucks, Heat. Memphis, obviously.
Memphis, they're in the West.
My fault. Who the fuck you said?
Sixers.
Sixers.
Bucks, Heat, Sixers.
Yeah.
One more, and you can choose
There's
from
Chicago, Miami,
Cleveland,
Cleveland.
I think
Boston.
those 4. I think Cleveland not going.
and you got the Nets.
No.
So who you
Got the
take?
Nets in the Final Four.
So who'd you say? Milwaukee.
Milwaukee,
Miami,
Chicago.
76ers.
76ers. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I feel like that's James Harden on yeah. Fuck, I forgot about James Harden 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they'll beat the Bucks.
Okay.
I feel like they could beat the Bucks. Bucks don't have PJ Tucker no more.
No,
No.
So who's the defense? Like who the fuck? Drew
Nobody.
Holiday. They got Drew Holiday, right?
Bobby Porter.
Yeah.
Crazy guys.
Barbie. Yeah,
But who the fuck on guard James Harden?
Drew Holiday.
Chris Middleton.
Guarded KD on the last play, man. You got to give him.
Okay,
some
but we
props.
talking about KD bum ass compared to James Harden.
Okay.
Oh.
That was the dumbest fucking play in the fucking world.
He was tired, bro. Supposedly.
I don't wanna hear all that bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't wanna hear
LeBron
that
would have shot a layup.
Right.
That
So
nigga's-
Western
You
Conference.
said 4 teams?
Yeah, 4 teams.
Okay.
Give me
I'll
your
take
Western
those.
Conference.
I'm gonna do the Suns.
Golden State.
Unfortunately, Golden State, but I'm saying unfortunately the Jazz probably will fucking make it in the Final Four.
Ooh, okay.
You know how that goes, the Jazz. They will
Yeah.
get close and then not do shit.
Phoenix, Jazz, Golden State,
And then, yeah. Phoenix, Jazz, Golden State. Who else you said?
Memphis,
Got Dallas, Denver, the Lakers.
I think Denver, maybe.
Denver.
When's Jamal Murray come back?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about too.
If it's right around the playoffs, then I definitely would give him a chance.
I'm gonna say Denver. I would like Memphis. I'd rather see Memphis in the playoffs,
No,
but
I keep
think
it a bill. I'm a pick Memphis,
yeah.
Golden State,
Golden State.
and Phoenix is questionable based on CP3's health, but you put him up
Phoenix.
there, and I'm gonna throw Denver in there.
Denver. Okay, give me your.
LA gonna be 5 probably.
Okay.
This nigga's drunk.
I'm
never counting LeBron out. I
Yeah.
get what he's saying.
I'm counting that nigga out right now. He playing
So-
Russell Westbrook.
So depending on when Ben comes back, if he does,
He's coming back, nigga.
What game? That's what
He said he's gonna come back when they play at Philly.
Okay, so
He said he expects to be coming back when they play Philly. So
And
that's
then
March 10th, I think.
I'm gonna just give this team some love in general, just because they haven't, Alex hating on them.
Cleveland.
So I give Cleveland some love,
This nigga goofy.
Sixers some love. Chicago got some injuries, so I ain't gonna say Chicago. I'll say Miami.
Who's injured?
Lonzo Ball.
and
Caruso?
white boy. Yeah, Caruso.
But they still got Rosen,
DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
He
gonna just
just
put
came back.
I'm gonna just let it be known. We know what we know what DeRozan does in the playoffs late a lot of
That
times.
was against LeBron.
I'm
LeBron.
just
Yeah.
saying.
That's
But he
good.
old now, so okay.
He hooping though.
Yeah, they say he's trying to make MVP race.
Who's your
But
14?
I go with
Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Boston,
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I would say if we was gonna go forward, I think it'll be I think it'd be 76ers versus the Suns.
Oh, in the finals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the Suns will win.
I'm just happy, and no disrespect to LeBron, but we got new faces in the finals.
Yeah.
It's time for that type of change. Like time to see some
Yeah.
competitive teams in the finals.
But I do think we might see the Suns on a run, like continues to be in the final. If they don't, I think they might.
I think
to
the
be
Suns
honest
will
with
get
you.
back.
But first off, don't sleep
will
on
get
Golden
back.
State. I just realized last night they got 4 All-Stars on their starting team.
Yeah.
On the starting 5, you got 4 All-Stars. Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry.
They were in the All-Star game.
Draymond and Andrew Wiggins, yes. And
Draymond
Steph.
played last night.
No, he was hurt, but yeah, he was
Okay,
on the
but
team.
what the fuck about Clay? Clay wasn't there.
Klay wasn't there, yeah, but he was an All-Star. He's been an All-Star past years.
Oh, my fault. I
Yeah,
thought
they
you
had
meant
4
this
no,
year.
they had
Like I
4
was like, what?
made it.
And realistically, if he was healthy, he would probably be one.
Andrew Wiggins and Steph are at least. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and Draymond. So then you got Klay. 4 All-Stars on one team.
I don't know what it is. I just don't think the Warriors are going to win it this year.
I'm gonna just be
Like,
honest.
I don't think they. I think
your
the Suns is just too good.
Yeah.
Who's your Phoenix pick? Who's your finals pick?
Golden State, Sixers.
I got Golden State, Milwaukee.
I just
still-
think Joel Embiid gonna be on a tear if he can stay healthy.
Yeah,
I-
if you stay healthy.
This is me being my Chris Paul fan. I am.
Mm-hmm.
He got that close. Now he gonna get close again. If he can get that thumb figured out, Devin Booker, y'all know niggas, you lose in the finals like that. You watch the other team celebrate. You come back with a certain.
Yeah.
I think them niggas gonna win it all this year. I hope. I don't want to see Giannis.
It's only on his health.
I think
Yeah, literally,
if they
literally.
do, I genuinely think JaVale McGee will be a factor.
Yes.
yeah, okay. Big
I don't want to see Giannis win another one. I don't care to watch.
Nah, it's Milwaukee's boring.
think
I don't like watching that
think
basketball.
JaVale
Yeah,
McGee
Milwaukee's
guarding
boring.
Giannis whenever he drives to the paint is going to be a major factor.
Yeah.
Milwaukee and Utah, the two just teams I'd rather not watch ever again.
Yeah.
It's just boring and racist. I don't know how to describe it. Like the way, even they got black players on their team, the way they shoot the ball, dribble, just racist. All about it. You don't know what it is.
Well, man, I ain't got nothing else,
No,
y'all.
man.
I mean, obviously, we only got 20 games left for the NBA.
Yeah.
We'll do some March Madness coverage as well.
Man, we got to
That's
tap
gonna
in
be
with college,
fucking.
so
That's gonna be nuts.
we all gonna do brackets.
Yeah, I'm down.
We could do like a from the jump bracket.
I bet.
We can do
Put some
it.
money up when niggas ain't talking about no
My
cash
cash
out.
app
Damn.
always open.
Yeah, I was going to
homie.
say always for
Yeah.
games.
DJ always got money in my cash app.
I will say this to wrap it
I was
up.
going to say,
Fuck Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as always. Fuck. Who else is it?
Will Chamberlain?
No, who else?
Said
I'm
Dominic Wilkins.
Russell Westbrook. Them two niggas. Fuck both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
For always and forever.
Okay.
And I give a shout out. The Pivot had the coach from Miami that got
Brian
fired.
Flores, I watched that too.
And I watched a little bit of it today. You know, shout out to him for standing up. And then I think he also got a job as a
Steelers.
yeah. So him and Tomlin are together. You know, that situation was touchy. You know, everybody was worried about it being like, you know,
Will he ever
Colin
coach again?
Kaepernick type of thing. And the league is trying to make it seem like they're going to hire the black lady to be the lawyer for those type of situations to prove they're not racist, whatever. And I'm not saying they are, but from the outside looking in, that's what it looks like. But shout out to him for getting another job, even though he got fired and everybody thought it was over for him.
And it was Miami.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and he
saying?
actually
They
did a
were
good job in
hooping.
Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It was
saying?
balling.
And all the odds were against him. He did a nervous thing by saying, putting it out there. Most players didn't. Colin Kaepernick did, and you see what happened to him. So
Yep.
shout out to him for getting his job back or getting a new job and being under Tomlin and maybe be able to just get handed the throne when Tomlin leaves in the whole 9 yards. But that was pretty cool.
Tomlin's the black coach.
The head coach for Steelers.
He's still there.
He the one. I think he has the longest tenure as an African American coach.
Yep. He's never
And
had
Ben
a losing
Roethlisberger,
season.
Ben Roethlisberger's out here raping bitches, just putting dirt on the Pittsburgh name.
Oh my!
I can't stand that bum nigga.
Yeah.
So yeah, my fault. Yeah, fuck Tom Brady,
Oh.
fuck Kareem, fuck Russell Westbrook. Yeah, them my three niggas I can't stand. But yeah, my fault. I got to throw that out there every time we wrap up.
Good. I get it, man. Once again, shout out to everybody that tunes in.
Yeah.
If you want to help us out a little bit, go ahead and go over to our Patreon. Hopefully that can help us get more content out, more frequently, different stuff like that. I would like to at some point, start being able to send guys to certain games. Tony's a big sports fan, so being able to send them there to not only just watch the game, but like being in the environment. Hopefully one day be able to do certain things where we can get media passes. Big dreams, you know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Get these guys out there in the field doing different things,
Yeah, but Alex telling me our listeners is going up. It's been consistent.
Mhm.
Our numbers have been good. So shout out to you guys for that.
Yeah.
It's just really nice to know that we're giving people content that they enjoy, and then we just four guys having fun.
hmm And again, if you're not always on the sports tip, again, feel free to go over to the Alexander Taylor Show, where they cover damn near everything that there is in life.
Viewer discretion is advised.
It's very advised. And then you have Tony Talks, and he covers everything from life to basketball, different aspects of life as well.
Yeah.
More of, I would say, like a community type, like it's like people from our city, different things like that. I'm sure he'll have people from out of state. But,
Right.
if you're from Oklahoma and you're in the AAU scene, a coach, different things like that, and they'll cover more topics than that. But
Big facts.
some great episodes. He had a episode with his father
My brother, my mom,
and your mom.
and my boy Carter, rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got some few lined up for the next couple weeks. But
Mm.
yeah, man, it's my whole goal is just to bring in people that I think will have a great story, have a voice, and then just get them out there and do the thing.
Hell yeah. So check out the Alexander Taylor Show, Tony Talks, and this is From the Jump, and we out.